Let me move this table out a little bit. That's all.
Podcast, man, and it's certain moments that you have when you do these things, and I think it's more the moment.
These guys came from Woodland, Delaware. Where was you from?
Now, who's fighting right now? Who's fighting right now? Who's fighting right now? Who's Let me see him. Let me see him. Let me see him. Let me see him.
Listen, man, it's your boy D-Mac, man. Fire Nice Podcast.
Let me see him. Let me see him.
Gizzo. Yeah, take the.
Yo. It's the boys. This is the Fire Nice Experience, Black Culture Journey. Walk through sports, entertainment, current events, politics. If it's to be talked about, we're going to talk about it. So let's get into it. It's your boy Coach. We are live Wednesday night. Feels weird, but nonetheless, we're gonna rock out. It's Wednesday night. My man Freshco,
Yes, so.
the man you all know and love as Fresh Fire, Freshco. Happy Sneaky Link Day. Absolutely. Happy Sneaky Link Day to you all. Happy belated Valentine's Day to everyone. I hope everybody had a special day, man. Not necessarily a day to show your loved ones that you love them, just another day. And maybe you want to step it up, maybe you don't. Some motherfuckers experience or just that shit. I know nothing different today than I always do. I, on the other hand, I figure I step it up a little bit more. Why not? I normally am very expressive, so I said, "Fuck it, I'll do a little bit more today." For today.
Right.
How you feeling today, bro?
I'm feeling marvelous, man. It's Tuesday night, man. My favorite night of the week, man. We jamming all the way out in Bucharest, man. From Portland, Spain, all the way out to Maine, man. Dig this here, man. I want to give everybody that's walking with us, to us, and with us a hello and how are ya?
Yes, indeed. I figured it was self-explanatory why we wasn't rocking out yesterday. Gave everybody a chance to kick back, relax with their loved ones or the ones that they love for the moment. So with that being said, it's a glorious day today, man.
Yes,
I had a good day today. Hit the gym today. Do some weights around a little bit, man. Got to get right, man. We lost a brother we went to school with, man, recently. Condolences to the McLaughlin family, the entire Southbridge family, man. Cool. That was a cool dude, man.
Yeah, Rich.
Rich was a cool dude. Rich was a very cool dude, man. A little moment of silence for Rich. Absolutely, man. Excellent basketball player that man was for the Howard Wildcats.
Community activist.
He was he was 2 grades ahead of us, right? 2 grades?
Yeah, like 2 grades ahead of us.
He was in 11th grade. Yeah, cool dude, man.
Yeah, cool dude, man. Rich McLaughlin, man.
Welcome me with open arms. No, wasn't one of those upperclassmen with an agenda. He was a cool dude. It always was, So,
I got a story about good brother Rich, man.
A story about Rich?
Oh yeah, man. This was in the the high school basketball tournament. Howard against Salesiano. It happened to be played down Glasgow. Nobody's left except the teams, the coaches, stuff like that, both teams. So we hanging out back, Howard's out back, Salesiano out back. Some of the wrong words get rumored to be said. It's on. It's a Donnie Booker fracas. And I know I end up like running around, just running around, pushing people, hitting people. But boy, I tell you, Rich McLaughlin was laying lumber to the motherfuckers out here, man. Ba-ba-bong! Ba-ba-bong! He's slamming motherfuckers. I was like, wow, Rich McLaughlin is putting in work out this motherfucker. Salesiano might have beat Howard on the court, but they lost the motherfuckers battle outside, man. They put the motherfucker mash on.
Unsanctioned match.
Yeah, they lost the motherfucker rematch out back, man. And Rich McLaughlin was definitely throwing blows that night. I was like, God damn. And then, some people jumped on Rich. I pushed some people off Rich. It was a glorious night, man. If you're going to lose the game, fucking win the fight.
One of Southbridge finest, man. So condolences to him and his family. Once again, cool dude. Always showed me love. From the day I stepped in the Career Center doors, cool dude. Can't say nothing else about him. Just a cool dude, man. Excellent basketball player. So the Howard High family lost one this week. So shout out to the McLaughlin family and all his loved ones and friends and family. So big loss there. So, bro, as we transition, what's got you on fire today, bro? What's got you on fire?
Man, man, it was Black History Month, and I was doing some of my research, and that got me kind of on fire. Some of the things I researched. I mean, not the accomplishments. It was just some of the things that people had to go through to gain some of their accomplishments. But I happened to scroll down a little bit further, and I happened to see something that hit a little bit closer to home. Right here in Newcastle County, Wilmington, Delaware, they are now putting together what they call a police reform review board or something of that nature.
What is that, bro?
That would be a board, a panel, a group of people who gather together to one review a lot of the police policies, two to review the policemen and women that's currently on the staff, 3 to make sure they are holding up their end of the bargain, and so forth and so on.
Okay.
The board is not what's gotten me mad. They've actually gotten a list of some people who are on this board or potential people that may be on this board. And I don't have any malice. I don't take any umbrage with anyone who is named on the board. But God damn it, I got motherfucking umbrage with a motherfucking name that is not named on the motherfucking board.
Oh, wow.
Yes. I want to remind everybody out there, but it does not take reminding that there is a one good brother named Hanif Shabazz who has been championing these same motherfucking issues for years now. I can honestly tell you that this good brother has been passing out flyers. He's been throwing events, barbecues, speaking on different panels on this one specific thing called police reform. And no one thought to call this man or consult with this man about being on the board or whatever. This man is This man is currently on a campaign which is labeled I Got Rights, which is speaking upon the same very thing that these people are putting together a board for. This man has been a champion for police rights, and he has also tried to put forth a bill that has been in Legislative Hall now for, I want to say, 3 or 4 years now. Leo Bohr Bill 149, which entails police reform and other things of the like. You know what? I feel some type of way tonight. I'm going to give y'all what the fuck he been doing for the people right now for the same very motherfucking reason. I'm going to give you his motherfucking version of it right now. I got rights.
Yeah, I got rights.
I got rights and the police said fuck them. And then they try to book a black man cause we say fuck them. They can see me in the text and I ain't doing nothing. And then they still jump out on me like I'm doing something. And they want to pat me down, they always go left. They say I fit the description of the suspect. It's always black being killed, they ain't have enough yet. We know Black Lives Matter, so it's fuck that. And it's fuck them, cause I got right. All this work I've been putting in, I got straight. I'm a native boy, so I take flights. I keep a Scottie Pippen with me, and I'm shooting like Mike.
I want to tell everybody out there right now, man, if you not mad, get mad, because this brother has been running around this damn county. Matter of fact, these damn tri-states champion nothing but police reform. And I cannot believe that they did not, could not, shan't not reach out to the good brother Hanif Salam about these same very issues of police reform. That's what the fuck's got Fresh on fire.
That's kind of alarming in itself, man. That is that's almost despicable, to be honest with you. That's almost despicable, man.
Man, that's almost like a slap in the face.
Yeah. He's literally on a one-man crusade, and you would think that you would be able to, and he's not silent about it either. You would think that the people, the powers that be, would see that one-man crusade and say, you know what? Let's aid that one man. But I don't know. I guess that's too much like right, man. That's too much like a right thing to do, I guess, man.
And like I was saying, I wasn't disrespecting anybody that's on the panel. I just was like, well, how the hell?
That's a big omission.
Yeah, that's a huge omission. The very one person who's been running around by himself championing this very issue, police reform. Crazy. When I seen the list, man, I was not mad at the people who was included. I just was mad at that one glaring omission. What the fuck, man?
Wow. But we won't stop championing that man's name.
Hell nah.
You never know what may happen. So, with that being said, we keep on keeping on, keeping his name out there. Check his message out here on the Fire and Ice Experience consistently. It's a positive message. It's a positive vibe from a positive individual with a positive direction and objective. So, with that being said, let's have some fun, bro.
All righty then. Hey, Scoob.
So, I just got to throw this out there.
All right.
Did you beat the high school coach impersonating the 13-year-old?
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. There's one thing, man. I think we kind of hit on something like this a little earlier, man. I'm like, yo, I'm for fair competition, man. Because
was it that serious, though?
It wasn't that fucking serious, man.
Was it a JV game?
Man, I don't give a fuck what it was, man. What kind of game it was, you've had your day. I don't care how bad your girls was getting beat, how bad they got disrespected all season long. I don't know what the reason was. There is not a good enough fucking reason for a grown-ass motherfucker won't be out there busting ass like that on some JV kids, man. It wasn't that serious, man.
It wasn't that serious, man. Like, JV, though, cuz?
She Euro stepped on motherfuckers like that.
No, that's serious. A JV, though. That's what caught my attention. The JV.
Is that the culture? Win at all costs? Is that? I mean, was she? Well, she was the coach or assistant coach or something.
I'm gonna put it this way. An adult. I think that's inconsequential. An adult posing as a 13-year-old. A girl's JV game, bro.
You wildin', son. Woo. You wildin'. Wow.
Insane. Yo, let me ask you a question, man, because I got confronted with this a week ago, bro.
Okay.
How do you handle a situation when like somebody walk up to you and they know you but you don't know them?
What do you do?
Hey,
Hey, Dolly, what's going on?
I go over. I overcompensate with the energy and passion. It's been so long. It's been really.
So, but what's going on? What's the dialogue in the bubble?
I'm joking.
Dial back to. Are the little men scrambling in your
Yeah,
head?
the little bit of scale. Like,
They go through the file cabinet.
is this from a good place, a bad place? You know what I'm saying? But yo, I definitely have, if it's somebody I don't, normally recognize off top, I overcompensate with the passion and love.
Shit.
Yeah, like,
But let me ask you a question, because
okay.
that the facial recognition can work, right?
Right.
But what if like the facial recognition don't work and you just a motherfucker just blindside you? What's up, Fresh? And you like facial recognition don't work, voice recognition, everything's shot. The system is in total shutdown.
I would assume at that point I say, hey, what's happening? And that's what it'll just genuinely be, hey, how you doing? Where?
What's the proper etiquette?
I don't really know.
How do you get across? So how do you get to the point where you don't know? I don't know who the fuck you are.
Yo, I can't lie. Usually the energy and the passion works. You know what I'm saying? And then I get to the point of, okay, somebody say their name or give me, It's
just total zero recognition.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute since it's been zero total record. It's been a minute, and I know recently the energy and the passion just I can buy enough time for me to okay, that's Harold. You know what I'm saying? That's
so it normally just comes to you.
Yeah, somewhat. But yo, it's been a minute since I've been just totally like, man, I don't know who he or she is. And because I'm not gonna lie, usually if I get love nowadays, just in front of Fire Nice Experience. Thank you when you see us out, holler like you know us. You know what I'm saying? I may not know people, but they scream about Fire Nice. That's Fire Nice. All right now. All right. But those type of things, I'm like,
Turn my mic up a little.
Gotcha.
Turn me up.
Yo. Gosh, you see, you in your smooth voice. You in your smooth voice.
I'm in my smooth R&B. I'm in my
smooth R&B.
Fire Nice, where R&B matters.
Where R&B lives.
Where R&B lives.
Can you woo?
Hey man,
yeah.
Listen, that might happen.
It's happening. Do y'all remember the days of Donnie Simpson?
Shout out to B Matt, man. Shout out to Iceman. He should be here shortly, but shout out to B Matt. So listen. All right. So we good to go. I think we good to go right here, man. So let's proceed with some more tomfoolery and shenanigans, man. Because let's have some fun first.
Yeah, we got some liquid,
So listen. All right. I came across something, right? And it's food for thought. I thought it was pretty cool, right? Have you ever thought about the fact that Life could very well be the sequel to Harlem Nights? Did you peep?
Yes, I've seen the fan What If. I can't even say what if. I'm sorry. I can't even say what if. It made some sense. It actually made me think about but it could be.
Think about this, because what they saying is that Life is 10 years, because remember they had to leave New York, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Life is 10 years after that, right? And also, what if the premonitions about the Boom Boom Room is actually
the Sugar Shack?
The Sugar Shack.
I mean, Cotton Club. That's the shit.
Sugar
Cotton Club.
There's also little faint references in the movie that I don't know if they were intentional, but could be perceived as, little footnotes.
Connections. Yeah.
Little connections. Two incredible movies, man. Because me personally, and this leads into my next quote, but we'll go into two movies that I've always adored. I thought I thought, to me, I don't know what's the better movie, to be honest with you, because they're so diverse and so different, but classic in their own way.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I just thought that was interesting.
There was one nugget I saw that I was like, "Ooh, that matches up exactly." Where Eddie Murphy and Gold Mile had a fight,
And he says,
and Gold Mile hits him.
I used to know.
A bitch named Della that hit harder than that.
I'm just saying.
I'm an Easter egg guy.
Is it Easter egg or just coincidence? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't really believe in coincidences.
I don't know.
And we got people chiming in. Harlem Nights is better. That's what they saying. Harlem Nights
is better than Life? Man, I don't know. Man.
You know what? You know what I really dug about Life, though?
That's a hard one.
And I found out this nugget about Life from Miguel Nunez Jr. His part right there when he read the letter, where he told Eddie Murphy to read the letter about he was going home. And then he actually, he actually came to the realization he couldn't go home in his present state. His mind wasn't going to be receptive. And he runs off and gets shot.
Mm-hmm.
Totally ad-libbed.
Wow.
Totally ad-libbed. Miguel Nunez.
Wait a minute. What part was he saying was ad-lib?
The whole part.
Him running? Like that
The
was
whole.
the script? Wow,
let me tell you the story all night. Miguel Nunez says, all right, if you in the movie of Life, you notice there's a part where people start dying and they fade out. Gold Mile, they just fade out.
Right.
And that was just part of the movie. And he said that was what was going to happen to him. So there was no script for him to do what he did. He said, you know what? Give me that. It was just a piece of paper showing like what they was going to be, scenes that was going to be shot that day. Give me that. Cameraman, you come with me. So Eddie Murphy was out there. He was like, maybe we're going to try something. Like, all right, cool. So the paper that he hands him, he's like, here, look at this. Oh, man, says you're going home today. Not even on the script. It's not even a script. I can't go home like this. None of this is in the script. He runs off, gets shot. The most powerful scene in the movie.
Wow, that's
the
crazy.
most powerful scene in the movie. It gets kept in the movie. And
Shout out to Miguel Nunez.
And
man, that's powerful. Wow.
And he said the whole reason why he picked Biscuit is because it was more meat to the role because he was playing a gay character.
Wow.
And that was totally made up.
But that's one of the more powerful parts of the movie.
Yes, that is fucking talent. Yes, that is fucking talent.
Because in Hollywood, the ad-libbed or unscripted part it happens, but there's truly some great ones, some greatly ad-libbed parts. You know what I mean? And if that's ad-libbed, let's say because the ad-lib could be a quote-unquote deviation on the spot. That's beautiful, man.
There was no scene of him doing any of that.
Wow.
He was just going to fade out. Everybody who knows the movie Life,
right.
There were certain people, like it got to a certain point and the music was playing and they just faded out. That was actually what was going to happen to him, and he was just going to fade out. And he said, I'm not just going to fade out. And he just ad-libbed that whole scene, him and Eddie Murphy. Ad-libbed the whole damn scene. I cannot make this up. If I can get my crack research team on it, I'm going to try to bring that up for you. If I get my crack research staff on that, I'm going to try to bring that up for you. But yes, totally ad-libbed by Miguel Nunez Jr. Oh, man, and it just got a whole lot of degrees colder in the building. Yeah. You might have thought you was cold before, motherfuckers. You might have thought you was cold before, you motherfuckers.
So listen, for those out there watching, man, let us know which one y'all thought was better, man, Harlem Nights or Life, because it seemed like that's a pretty monstrous debate, and we'll really discuss that next week. That's a big debate. And that's not even the intention of where I was going, but wow, that's man. See, you know what? We're gonna table that. We're gonna table that one. So listen, I was in the supermarket last week, right? And I had a deja vu moment, but it felt like, you know, one of the moments like where it's like immediately took you back to when you was a kid. So I heard a mom getting a kid's ass in terms of, you know, as I'm walking into the store, she was giving them the lecture, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "Don't say nothing. Don't ask for nothing. You're not getting nothing. So don't say nothing." Right? And it made me think, man, just like shit your parents used to say back in the day. You know what I mean? That rings to you right now, man. And when I heard that, I remembered that, and I was like, "Damn, man!" So because my thought was, "What the fuck you bring me here then?" Shit. Why would you bring me here then?
Yo, the shit that fucked me up about that was Cat Williams summed it up so motherfucking eloquently. He said, "But I'm a motherfucking kid. I'm supposed to like fucking Skittles." You feel what I'm saying?
I like everything in the store.
I like everything in this motherfucking store.
Yo.
I like everything in this motherfucking store, man. Like, yo, how the fuck I'm not gonna like Crunch Berry?
Welcome to Iceman in the building. Welcome to Iceman in the
Stop
building,
back just a
man.
tad bit.
Yo. Slide up, bro. Slide up.
Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, we gotta configure.
Hey, man,
Go back.
Man, let's go back to our normal positions, man. So yeah, I thought that was funny, man. Because I'm like,
You got to slide back a little bit.
I'm like, well, damn, man, I like everything in this motherfucker, man. I like everything. I like every aisle. I like everything in this motherfucker. I can find some shit in here, man. I like everything. What was some shit, man, your parents used to say, man? They used to get under your skin as a kid. That like still reverberates right now as an adult.
Your attention span ain't a bit more longer than my pinky finger.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, man, you just told me 17 things to get from the store, man. Well, not from the store, from like 3 stores. You know what I'm saying? I had to go to Benny's. I had to go to stop at Dog Ladies and then stop in Cliffley's, man. I had to get cigarettes, subs, chips, 2 different type of chips, pork rinds.
And everybody don't get the same thing on their
Yeah,
sandwich.
man. And if I come back, I ain't got all of them. Yeah, attention span ain't a bit longer than my finger.
Damn, Dougie.
I'm 8, man. My mama said that.
How about this one? How about this one? Close my door, man. I ain't heating the whole neighborhood. Or I ain't getting the whole I ain't cooling the whole neighborhood.
Yes. You letting the hawk in. You letting the hawk in.
Yo, the hawk. Yo, I use the hawk now. And my kids don't know what the hell the hawk is.
Man, you letting the hawk in.
The hawk.
The hawk, motherfucker.
What the fuck does the hawk have to do with the cold?
The hawk is cold. The cold is the hawk.
But why? What is the connection? Does somebody know what the connection is between the hawk and the cold?
I don't know if I never seen that.
Can somebody please tell? We all adults now. Somebody tell me what the
really
connection is between the hawk and the cold. Why does the hawk symbolize the cold?
I don't know, but the hawk definitely symbolizes the cold, though. It don't symbolize the heat.
The hawk symbolizes the cold. Why? What the fuck does the hawk have to do with the cold?
I don't know.
Hold on. I'm great. The crack research staff is getting ready to research. Is the hawk a cold weather animal, man? Hold on, man.
I don't know what the hawk is, but I know the hawk don't live in the summer. The hawk live in the winter. The hawk live in the motherfucking winter.
Great. Listen, this going to great because now we have.
Oh, this might be the all-time greatest. I brought you in this world, and I take you out.
I didn't ask to be here.
That was your motherfucking fun-ass night and shit. Now I got a motherfucking. I brought you in this world. I take you out. Oh man, like.
Oh.
Where that come from? Where that come from?
No. Oh, wait a minute. So, when the leaves off the trees in barren landscape, winter is a time when raptors become more conspicuous. Plus, there are fewer daylight hours and lower prey abundance, so hawks and falcons are out hunting more intensively.
The hawk is out.
The hawk is out.
Oh, the hawk is out. Yeah, the hawk is out when it's cold. Ooh.
You cracked the code.
see that here at Fire Nights, man. You learning things, man. Take that with you.
The hawk is out.
The hawk is out.
Grandma, I get it.
I get it now. Today years old, man. Today years old.
Tone, I get it now. I get it.
The hawk is out.
I get it. Oh, here's was a fun one that he used to give me all the time. Man, it's colder than a witch's titty out here. It's colder than a witch's titty. That was his personal favorite. That was his personal favorite.
Which is titty?
It was colder than a witch's titty. That was his personal favorite.
I ain't mad at you, Mr. Toad.
He used to love that one.
I ain't mad at you.
That was one of his favorites.
My pop used to have some weird sayings. Said, man, that came from East Blip. What?
Easter Blip.
Yeah, where's East
So
Blip?
you know what the crack research staff had? Is there an East Blip?
Yeah,
And I'm gonna do my best to spell Jablip.
said, man, they threw the ball all the way in East Blip. Man, you got to show me where that's at on the map, Dad. But his East Blip.
That's the point. It ain't nowhere.
Right,
On the map. Threw the ball nowhere.
East Blip. East Blip. If there is an East Blip, it ain't nobody there.
It is a fictitious, inconveniently located rural town where citizens are undereducated and underemployed, often used as a place of non-actuality.
Okay, so there is some roots to this thing.
And an undesirable destination. We just came from some shitty bar in East Jablip.
That sounds about right. East Blip.
Okay, cool. I'm cool with that one. I'm cool with that. Word. I'm cool with that one.
East Blip.
Like I said, it's gonna blow your mind and shit, right?
Okay.
This is a wild one, right? Now, we all watched Winnie the Pooh growing up, right?
Nah.
I'm familiar.
I'm familiar.
But
I
you're
never
familiar
watched
with
it.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. So when I
familiar.
say the characters, if you know the characters visually though, right?
Two.
Which two do you know?
Tigger and Piglet.
Tigger and Piglet. Cool. And Pooh.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
Cool. So, did you know that each one of those characters represents an emotional disorder?
Yeah, I heard about that a couple
I
months
did not
ago.
know that. Expound.
Tigger is like ADHD.
Hyperactivity and ADHD.
Yup.
Piglet is
slow.
anxiety.
Yeah.
Anxiety.
Hey, Pooh. Hey. Yeah.
Eeyore is depression.
Who that? The donkey?
The donkey.
Yeah.
The little boy,
Christopher Robin.
schizophrenia. Yeah.
Man, I'm growing up today, man. I'm learning some shit. I did not know that, man.
Yeah, I heard about that like a couple months ago
Yeah.
when they were talking
I
about
was
it.
blown the fuck away.
Wow.
I was
Did
blown
not
away.
know that.
I was blown away. Hold
Man,
on.
they dealing with mental health is real, y'all.
That's not what the writers of the show said.
Now like I said, who knows, man? Who knows?
So you said that's not confirmed by the writers, but the crack research staff of the social
media.
Yeah, social media put that together.
That is, yeah.
That ain't far from.
Now, mind you, like I said, you never know. You never know what the intention was. Yada yada yada. You know what I mean? You never. Now, okay. So Winnie the Pooh
I
had.
will say just fastly, with seeing that episode of Atlanta with my man in the Goofy movie, I'm like any of that shit is possible. Any of that shit is possible, dog. You feel what I'm saying? Proceed.
So yeah, absolutely. All of those characters represent a specific disorder, and it makes sense, to be honest
I'm
with you.
saying
Whether that's their
it
intention
made
or not,
sense.
I don't know. I don't
It
know if
made
that's their
sense
intention.
until they got to the kid.
Well, the kid represented, I think, was schizophrenia,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I said. Everything
Yeah,
else
the kid
made
was
sense.
to create a fictional. Because remember, this is all from the mind of Christopher Robin. The characters are a figment of his imagination, Christopher Robin's imagination.
Now I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't even thinking it out that far. I didn't know. Now that would be actual schizophrenia if he thinks all these people are real.
Or I'll take it a step further. An abusive schizophrenia, an abusive schizophrenic state to hide from the abuse. This is the world he created.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That's I've definitely seen.
Listen, I just thought it was interesting, man.
That is kind of interesting
thought
that
it was-
people
I thought
put
it
that
was
together
interesting.
like that.
I thought it was interesting, man. Yo, let me ask you a question. Is it just me, right? Or let's say you're watching a video and a motherfucker like get hit by a car. Does something in your body like tingle or hurt?
Yeah.
Is it just me, or does that happen to you? Like if a motherfucker get hit by, or let's say a motherfucker like, because now you see like viral videos, and let's say a motherfucker fall and break his leg. Do your leg like get that tingle? What the fuck is that?
Now, I don't know if I
I've
can.
been
That's
hit
out.
by a car, so
But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it, like, say
I'm
something
sorry.
happened to somebody, like on a video, like a motherfucker, like, all right, say like a dad playing in the backyard with his kid, and the kid swing, and all of a sudden hit the dad in the head. Do you get like that quick tingle? You're like, oh, like
I don't know if I get the
I
tingle.
don't get the tingle, but I be like, it
I
ain't
get-
nothing
I get
that
the
it don't
tingle, man.
feel
I don't
nothing. I just be like, ooh.
I mean, I get the tingle. Like, what the fuck is that?
The one I cringe on, and then it almost feel like I feel it, is when I watch a
But
lot
you
of
say you feel
ridiculous.
it.
The one I almost feel like I feel is when somebody get hit in the nuts. It's when somebody get hit in the nuts. I'm like, ooh.
So the kid playing wiffle ball, and he
Yes.
whiff on the
I'm like,
wiffle ball and smack his dad in the
you know what I'm
nuts.
saying? Like, I almost
And you
feel
can be like, ah.
I felt that before. You know what I'm saying? That so it almost, you know,
What
almost
is
like a
that,
recall.
man?
I don't know. It's almost like recall though.
That's crazy. Cause that happens to me all the time because I'm trapped in like a TikTok vortex for like an hour and shit where you watching like videos and motherfuckers be getting fucked up. Yeah. Niggas be getting fucked up, bro. Niggas be getting fucked up, man. Like you'll see, like, all right, you'll watch a wrestling video with two kids, and one of them kids is like overly aggressive, and he has slammed the shit out of one of them kids.
And that kid be on the ground not moving.
When he gets slammed on his head, like you be like, ah, ooh.
Now I'm not gonna lie.
Or the infamous one. Motherfuckers that be doing like them skateboarding tricks, and a motherfucker jump a railing and he miss and break his ankle, and his shit be like this. You don't feel that shit? I'd be like, ooh, it'd be like a tingle.
I just
like,
kind of cringe up, you know.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
kinda
feel it. Yeah,
It
I
might
just
just
cringe,
be
like,
me.
ooh.
I
know that
do
shit
anybody
feel
else
it.
feel that, man?
I
Do
don't know if
anybody
I
else feel
it.
that little
Shit,
twinge?
ain't
Like,
me.
ooh. That's okay. I guess that's just me, man. I guess that's just me. I don't know. Shit. One last question, man. Real question for you. Fight in a war for 3 years or do 3 years in prison?
I fight a war for 3 years.
Active duty in the field, or
I lean more towards doing the time in jail, but it would have to be what is being fought for.
it's just a war. You don't got no choice. That's my thing.
Oh,
You
you
got no
just-
choice. Yeah, it's just war. It could be the Gulf War. It could be any war. You ain't got no choice.
If I'm
They just say, "Hey, you come." You.
nah. If I'm drafted, nah,
It's
you have to take me.
It's a fictional situation.
You have to take me
motherfucker.
to jail. Nah,
we ain't
I
gonna make it sweet for
think
you.
I'm do the time.
We're gonna make it sweet for you.
I think I'm do the time because you might get shot 18 months in, 12 months in, 6 months in.
That's my point.
You
Might
know,
not.
you might not. You,
Might get
I mean,
shanked,
free.
motherfucker.
you
I'm
might still
free.
be in a war 4 years, 5 years.
The question was 3, nigga. Don't add
Okay,
5
you
and
said-
6
you said
to the
3, yeah,
question,
yeah.
man. Come
Okay,
on
yeah.
now. 3 years.
I might
man.
take it. I might take the 3 years.
I'm going to war.
You want a war?
I'm not sitting in a cell for 3 years.
Now, I mean, that's fair because I ain't trying to do 48 seconds in the motherfucking jail, but I want to guarantee I'm coming home on 3 years in
War.
one day.
There's no
That's
guarantee.
to say,
It's a war.
that's the thing. I'm coming home.
There's no
3 years
guarantee
in
you
one-
coming home though when you in jail though. There's no guarantee. You trying to say it's more of a guarantee?
I would say it's a
It's
better.
more of a better. It's better, a better
I
chance.
would say me. I could probably navigate that better than a battlefield.
Okay, shit, that makes sense. That makes sense.
You know, they just draft you off. You know, shit, they send you to the front line. I'm just man. I'm letting off. We ain't tell you to shoot, man. Man, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to fuck home. I'm just shooting people. They probably, you know what? No, I changed my story because they're gonna lock me the fuck up in the brig for the rest of them 3 years because I done probably did something fucked up. Like, you ain't supposed to be shooting, man. We at war, ain't we? I'm shooting off. Like, man, take his gun.
Everybody.
Take his gun.
Kill Pat Tillman, man. You probably the type of motherfucker kill Fat Tony.
I ain't, man. Look, I'm got the Steve Harvey motherfucking method. I'm coming home.
Shit, you coming home at all costs?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get serious, man. Let's get serious. So, what you watching, man? What you watching? Did you watch anything new this week, man? Anything?
Yeah.
I watched a lot of shit. I watched a couple
I
things.
bumped up on some shit. The Kings of Joburg.
Kings of Joburg.
Johannesburg. That shit serious.
What is it on? Tubi? Is it on Tubi?
Nah,
Not
I
on
don't
Tubi?
know. Cause I got the streaming shit on my phone. Just movies.
Is it a movie or a
Nah,
series?
it's a series, nigga.
How many seasons is it?
It's in season 2.
If anybody, what is it?
Kings of Joburg.
If anybody watch Kings of Joburg, man, would
Listen.
you chime in?
Listen, these African niggas go hard. They go hard, nigga. The Missouri brothers.
War shit or street shit?
Street shit.
Okay.
Missouri brothers. They got a family organization. The two brothers, the oldest brother is the head of the organization. He got a twin sister, got a little brother and a little sister. They run that shit. That shit serious. That shit tough.
All right, I'm gonna
It's
dive
the
in.
Kings of Joburg, and they speak English. You know what I'm saying? It's the African English, but
Right,
it's
but it's
English.
English.
You know what I
Dive
mean? You don't need
into
no
that shit.
subtitles. You can follow along with what they saying. You know what I mean? You'll understand and everything. That's a good watch, man.
I'm gonna dive into
That's
that.
a good watch. And I'm
Thanks,
telling
man.
y'all, if y'all ain't seen the mayor of Kingstown yet, man, y'all need to check that out.
Mayor
Kingstown.
Kingstown.
It's about prisons up in
What you
Detroit.
watching, man? What y'all watching?
And
out there?
Michigan.
What they watching, Fresh? What they watching, man?
Oh, shit, Netflix.
Of course, Netflix. Speaking of Netflix, I did watch the Did y'all catch the Bill Russell joint? Nah, Bill Russell joint was tough, man. A lot of respect for Bill Russell, man. Newfound respect for Bill Russell.
I hate Boston. The city of
Newfound
Boston. Put it
respect?
that way.
newfound respect. Yeah.
You didn't have respect, knowing everything you knew about him already.
Well, let me rephrase that. A new level of respect.
I even higher reverence.
A new level of respect.
Nah, shit. I had
Right,
high
right.
level
I
of
hate him
respect
up
for
kinda.
Bill Russell.
I'll
Shit.
let you go through the shit he
I
went
already
through.
had him up there. The shit he had to go through. The
He was
summer
always in
they
my top
had.
10.
Did he tell the story about how he came home to shit in his bed?
No, he didn't tell that
Oh, my
story, but
God.
he told this. I mean, I think like he told that story, but didn't just get at that explicit. You know, NBA history doesn't necessarily showcase his individual accomplishments, man. Because all right, so for instance, man, he's one of only 3 individuals to win 3 straight MVPs, right? One of 3 individuals,
Mhm.
right? To win 3 straight MVPs. Now, history would have you believe, of course, that it was the fact that he had a loaded team, but I mean, he was special. He was special, man. He was special. And I'll tell you one thing that I did notice about the movie, and I gained a different level of respect for another person too. Will Chamberlain. Will Chamberlain was a huge fucking human being, man. To see the footage of them standing side by side, he makes Bill Russell look like a small forward, man. Bill Russell was a fucking specimen, bro. Like for real, I
7'2" and 6'10".
bro, and not listen. I mean, it looked so different seeing them side by side, even in casual situations, in terms of just hanging out as friends. Like he dwarfs this man. Like Bill Russell was Wilt was a big dude, man, and as athletic as Bill was, Wilt was way more athletic.
I swear, man, that the stories I've heard about Will Chamberlain, man.
Well, hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you something.
He's a myth.
This shit is not a story, man. Dude is athletic. I'm talking about like crazy athletic.
Yeah, he was a track star.
Both of them was, which is weird.
That's what
Both
I'm
of them
saying.
niggas was
It
like
was trash
all
stars.
world, like Olympic level
Track
track
stars.
athletes, man.
Yeah.
So shout out to both of them dudes, man. Like a lot of people like to shit on the era of competition back then, man. But when you watch this shit and you realize the caliber of motherfuckers they was playing, now mind you, it was a shrunken league. So they're like people like to look at that and put their spin on and say that the league wasn't lit. Nah, it was ultra ridiculously super competitive.
I want to say
because
something.
it was only what 18. What? No. Matter of fact, less than that. It was like 16 teams in the league.
Also
So
want
you're
to say
talking
something.
about the type of fucking like. There's no watered down teams.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Mhm.
Do you think Bill and Kareem would be veered if they went up against ABA talent at that time?
Now,
Let me make sure I understand your question. I want to make sure I understand your question. Do you?
We all know most of the talent was in the ABA.
Well, I mean but the ABA was 70s.
But
We're
that's
talking
what I'm
about
saying.
these
Kareem.
niggas
I'm just saying Kareem.
These niggas dominated like
Yeah, in the 60s and all that.
60s,
Yeah.
and-
But what I'm saying is, do you think they would be revered if they played against talent that was
honestly think
black,
so.
all black
I
talent?
think
I think their talent transcends regardless of era.
Yeah,
to be honest with you. When because okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, I'm saying, I think Wilt Chamberlain was going to do that against any fucking body. Period. And to your point, I don't think everybody could have did that against the ABA, but I think those were probably two of the handful of the guys that could have did what they did against ABA players. I think more ABA players definitely could have did what they did against NBA players. But I think I don't give a fuck what Shaq said at all. Wilt is the most dominant motherfucker I ever seen, and I didn't see him my own. But I don't give a fuck what you talking about.
But that's what I'm saying. Do you think Wilt would have been average
Yeah.
25 and 50 against other black guys?
Yeah.
Athletic
think
other
so.
black
Yes.
guys?
I do
Yeah.
think so. I do. I really
Yeah.
do now. Because I've always believed that, because I've always believed that Wilt was a special talent, because people like to say, oh, they was just bigger than everybody else. Well, that's not necessarily true.
Yeah.
Wilt was unfortunately gifted with
He
a
was-
ridiculous amount of God-given size. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But there wasn't a ridiculous amount of skill with that package, bro.
Yes, but like I'm saying, in the NBA, he only won 2 championships. You think that would have been dwindled in the ABA?
No.
If you only won 2 in the NBA, how much you think you're gonna win with all the talent is better?
And here's the thing I say about him individually. I think he would have did what he did individually. Period.
Regardless.
Whether the teams won or not,
That's just my
he's
opinion.
going to put up a 50-point, 25-point season just because he could fucking do it. And
Wilt had fucking turnaround jump shots. Wilt had motherfucking jump hooks. Wilt had bank shots. Wilt had it all.
and he kind of predates the ABA as well. You know, he was actually playing, and that's what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm saying, but if you put them in that era,
talent-wise,
that's a good fucking question.
Talent-wise,
it ain't many, but I say
listen, talent-wise, I have no doubts in my mind. Wilt would have dominated no matter who you put in front of him.
yeah.
Period.
I truly,
Unless he runs up against one of the literal top shelf, all-time top 10 greats. And unfortunately, let me finish. And unfortunately, the ABA did not have that. You didn't get to that until maybe the only guy in the ABA, in my opinion, that would have challenged would be Moses Malone. Because you got to remember, Kareem was in the NBA dominating. He wasn't even in the ABA.
Do you think Kareem would have did what he did in the ABA?
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. Because I'm going to tell you why. The ABA was filled with power forwards and small forwards and shooting guards. That's what the ABA was filled with, the creativity. And they even allude to that in the movie. So when you watch it, you will get a feel and understand.
So
you
let
know
me
what I mean,
ask y'all
all
this,
that.
and then we can move on. So the only reason Wilt not the greatest basketball player is because of rings.
No, I don't think that's the only reason.
I say yeah.
No,
I say yeah.
I don't think that's
because
the only reason why.
You just said
I
he
said
had everything.
He did.
He did. And he was the most dominant. So why he isn't the greatest basketball player ever in your eyes?
because he
me
doesn't
answer
have
that.
other people's accomplishments.
Let me answer
When it
that.
comes, yes, that's what I say.
I'll answer
That's
that.
what I say.
No, I'll answer that. Because the way Wilt played the game, and it's alluded to in the documentary, it was a selfish way of playing the game. So while he had every physical tool, the mental aspect of the game wasn't there for Wilt. And the documentary shows you that. The mental aspect of the game and how to win basketball games wasn't there. All the physical tools was there. But you can literally see in the documentary the difference between the two. You can see.
Hey,
He played with talent the entire time, but the dynamic between Bill and Wilt was so different. Wilt didn't know how to win.
But if I could score every time I get the ball and grab every rebound,
Well, he couldn't.
maybe
He
it's
couldn't.
not. Why
He
couldn't
scored a lot, but not every time he needed to, because at a certain point, that shit was shut down.
Yeah, because y'all might have triple team me or double or triple, and I passed it to somebody else who didn't knock it down.
I guess what he's saying is he didn't always
But here's the
pass it
point.
when he needed to
didn't
pass.
always pass it when he needed to. He forced it a lot, and you'll see that. You'll see that. He forced it a lot. But when he decided not to,
So you think it's rings, and you think it's because it's mental or
nah,
whatever.
I think it's a cumulative of everything. Wilt is in my top 10. Wilt is in my top 10.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're in my
Top
top
10.
10. Hell
Listen,
yeah.
I'm not mad at anybody to say anybody in the top 10 is the greatest player of all time. Back in the top 10, you could make a case for being the greatest of all time. I ain't mad at. I'm not that
I
argument.
can't say that.
I can. So moving on, like you said,
I
we're
can't
gonna
say
move on.
Kobe one of the greatest of all
But
time.
but it's niggas that's to you though. But it's a horde of Kobe fans that'll lay you out and call you crazy and say he is the greatest. And it's a case that can be made for that. It is a case that
greatest?
can be made for that. Yeah,
You
it
said
is a
the
case.
greatest. I don't know.
It is a case that can be made for that. It is a case.
I don't know if I'll make it, but
Right. You don't know if
Right.
you can make it. But a diehard Kobe fan will argue that to you. And if you're objective enough, you can see it. Whether you agree with it or not is a totally different thing.
I think
You don't
Kobe
have to
the greatest
agree.
of all time.
But a case is a case, bro.
I wouldn't say
Case is a
my
case.
boy top 10. I wouldn't. He don't had never
I
had
can
a
make a
case
case for that.
for Tim Duncan being the
Tim
greatest of
Duncan
all
is in my
time,
top 10.
and you have a case for making it that he's the greatest of
Absolutely.
all time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shaq might be in my
That's
top
stretching
10.
it.
I couldn't make
I can make a case for Shaq.
I couldn't.
I could because
couldn't.
because you know what each of them
The
have
greatest
done?
of all
You know what
time?
each of them have done? Because the same way you have to understand their accomplishments in their own merit. Everybody in that top 10 has done something that another nigga has not done. It's what you value. It's what you value. It's what I value.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
it's
value-
the niggas in that you ain't did nothing that nobody in that top 10 has never done.
Wrong. Let's have that discussion then. We had that discussion.
What?
We had that discussion.
Air. Is he
had
probably
that
the only
discussion.
one that did something nobody in the top 10 did? ever.
I think everybody in that top 10 has accomplishments that everybody else has not done. That's what makes you special. That's why you're in the top 10.
Nah.
Okay.
Not.
We had
I
that
mean,
discussion. We had that discussion. That's a whole different discussion.
I mean, you said everybody has their own unique feats.
Mhm.
You feel what I'm saying? That's what you're saying. Oh, okay, you can hang
Bill
your hat
Russell
on.
fans are going to tell you, nigga, 11 championships is the end all be all. That's fucking it. Wilt fans are going to tell you, nigga, the totality of his dominance in that period of time, that's it. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Bird fans.
Oh, but if you saying that, Mike fans can say the same thing.
Right, they can, but it's a different argument. It's a different argument. Because you know what? Their
That's what I'm
accomplishments aren't the
saying.
same.
There's nothing really in that top 10 that differentiates nobody from nobody.
That's a different. Like I said, that's a different argument. For a
Kareem,
different
the
time.
6
Do we want to turn the
MVPs.
show into that, or was that what we doing
I'm just
tonight?
saying, Kareem.
Are we doing that
Kareem,
tonight?
the 6 MVPs. Nobody got that.
Right.
So that's one thing.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? the 6 rings, Air.
Air got
You know
a
what I
couple
mean?
seasons that ain't nobody got though. Like he won like everything, defensive player of the year, offensive.
Somebody did that. Him and Dream is the only people with defensive player of the year.
That's what I'm
and league
saying. It ain't
MVP.
too many things
Oh.
that
But-
somebody else in that top 10 ain't
But
do
there-
that you.
but there, when you extrapolate all of the accomplishments and stats and the runs through the playoffs and because what they do now is they rank the difficulty of the competition. That's the difference. They rank the difficulty
Of the competition
because
of the league or the competition of the people they played.
the competition of the people that they played.
Now that is you can't. I don't
What
make the
you-
schedule.
What you're trying to do is refute. I'm just trying to
Okay,
tell you
okay.
what their
Okay,
fans
gotcha. All right.
will tell you as part of their argument. And I'm not going to discredit all of them and say you fucking crazy. I'm not going to do that. Because LeBron fans will tell you that what he just did automatically makes him the greatest. It's an argument.
I ain't gonna say that automatically, but I'm like,
It's
yo,
an
that,
argument.
that's a heavy motherfucking feather in the
But
cap. You know,
what? But talk to Nick Wright. Nick Wright got a whole show.
Oh, yeah.
That'll tell you you're absolutely crazy, Fresh.
I
You're
know
out
it.
of your mind.
I know you will. I've heard
That's what
it.
I'm
I
saying.
fuck with Nick
It's
Wright.
Perspective.
I fuck with the
Nick Wright is
schnoz.
I'm not gonna say
LeBron
anybody
Yeah, he
wrong
is a
because
LeBron
it's opinion.
guy.
It's opinion. It's opinion.
Right, a LeBron guy.
Right.
Yeah.
But
But that's not the part he hanging the hat on.
Like I said, I think your top 10 is all unique. You know what I'm saying? Some have a ridiculously strong argument. Some have
Nah, I was just bringing that
some
'cause
strong argument.
And one of the people in my top 10 that I never would say could be is Larry Bird. He's not one of the
I can
greatest
understand
of
him.
all time.
Listen, I
You
can
know
understand a
what I'm saying?
motherfucker saying Larry Bird is the greatest. I can understand.
Try to Dream. I wouldn't say
I don't
he's
have
one
Dream
of the
in my top
greatest
10.
all time. He probably like number 10 on my.
Yeah, I don't
list.
have Dream. I have Dream
10
at.
or 11.
I have Dream at. Him and Steph is 11 and 12.
Sometimes sometimes I'll be like, hold up, man. If it's that many people in the top 10, not saying if it's 10 people in the top 10,
bro.
everybody can't be number one.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? I was like,
absolutely
it's
can't.
like if this guy can't match up to this guy, even though he's top 10, he can't match up to that guy. That means he can't
Tell that to a Kobe fan, no Fresh, and you can argue with a real deal 100% Kobe fan all night long, and he ain't gonna let up. And you're gonna be like, man, you crazy. And he gonna look at you like you're crazy.
Facts is the fact.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm
Man,
like,
facts is subjective,
people's
though.
no, but
Because
people's
all stats are facts.
people's
All
fan,
stats are facts. It's not like they spitting to you some garbage. They spitting to you
Yeah.
actual accomplishments.
but when they spit it out and then it don't sound as good as the person, they just discounting the person. Like, hold up, this person over here has everything that you talked about. Kobe got.
Fresh,
You're just saying.
you know that there's a movement now where motherfuckers don't consider championships at all as part of the equation because they say, man, it's a team sport, so you can't fault somebody.
Listen, I never really like when I look at it and say a nigga like yo. That's my thing.
Man,
That's
you get my blood boiling, man.
That's my thing. When you say a nigga don't know how to win, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas who don't know how proclaim that don't know how to win. You know what I mean? Just how you say LeBron, he need the help. Everybody go get help. Everybody
I ain't
go
saying
get
nothing
help.
wrong with it. I used to think it was something wrong with it. Now I don't think nothing wrong with it, man.
Everybody
You gotta do
go
it.
get
Never
We
help.
thought
just
there
had a
was anything
conversation
wrong
about
with it.
that. You gotta do what you gotta do.
But I'm just saying, like everybody go get help. Giannis, they got him help. You know what I'm saying? They get you help. If you prove to be that guy, and B, we getting you help. You know what I'm saying? If you prove to be one of those dudes.
But then there's an argument about the level of help. This shit's deep, man. This shit's deep. Let's move on. So listen, back to what we was back to.
Okay.
Because that's a whole different conversation.
I always just, man, championships are hard to get. I don't give a fuck. You had a super team or it was a one man band.
Man, listen.
They hard to fucking get.
Nobody never. I only know one person ever I ever heard walked in the gym and told me, "Give me the B niggas."
Jimmy Butler up in Minnesota that year.
Yeah, him and Jordan. Every
Give me the B
Jim
niggas.
Jordan, every year seemed like every Jim Jordan go win, he want the B team. Every story I hear, we gonna
And
play
Jimmy
you know what
Butler
I mean?
when he won the
Yeah,
prove a
in
point.
Minnesota. But I never hear nobody say, I want the B team. Give me the B team.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
I
What?
never.
To walk into a gym and say, "Give me the B team."
But that's what I'm trying to explain about these niggas in the NBA.
I want to ask you something.
They not like, yeah, they when you have no help, a nigga look at you and say you don't know how to win until you get help.
But I'm literally telling you. Oh, but like I said, you watch the documentary and then we had a conversation because it's not like
Shout out
Wilt-
to Uncle Bill.
It's not like
Rest in
Wilt
peace.
was playing with chopped liver.
Nah, he wasn't. He
And
got
this
he
is
had
clear.
like 3 Hall of
This
Famers
is
on the
clear.
team.
This
He
is
had like 3 Hall of Famers on the
crystal
team.
clear.
Yeah.
Crystal clear. Crystal clear.
But that's you know what? That's one of the points I want to
Three
make
is
myself.
different from 12.
They, even if they had Wilt, Wally Jones, Hal Greer, and Billy Cunningham, 4 Hall of Famers on their team.
They
Starting
would
unit.
get dissed in the day
They
game.
had-
They would get criticized for
They-
that team.
They lost to the Lakers, who had just as many Hall of Famers,
What's the
and they
point
lost
here?
to
I'm trying to figure out what's the point here.
what?
Help
What?
me out. I don't understand the point. Help
What
me
I want to
understand the
say
point.
is the super team thing is a fucking myth. I'm tired of people talking about super teams because what I want to say is how the fuck do you suppose you're gonna beat a team with Bill Russell, Bob Cousy, Casey Jones, Sam Jones,
Havlicek.
all these motherfuckers on the same team? How do,
Can I ask you a
but,
question?
and this is what I'm saying.
So
You had
so
Wilt,
I
Wally
just wanna-
Jones,
just a- I just
Hal
wanna
Greer,
throw an
Billy
example out.
Cunningham, and
I
I
just wanna throw
was
an
going to
example
just
out there.
suppose I was going to go through the years of Bird, McHale, Paris, Dennis Johnson, Hall of Famers, Bill Walton, fucking coming off the bench, Hall of Famers. How the fuck do you think
Dennis
you're going to?
Johnson, Hall of
That's what I'm
Famer.
saying.
Right.
How the fuck do you think you're going to beat them, even though they got all-time great motherfuckers, all-time transcendent talents? If you got
I
we
understand
staying
the
loyal
argument. I
in
just want you to
Milwaukee.
understand the other side of the argument that will say this: Bill Walton was trash on that team. They'll tell
No,
you.
he wasn't. The year
He was a sixth man.
He was the sixth.
I'm not asking you whether he was or what, but I'm just telling
He
you
was
the
the
counter
six.
argument.
He was the six, and that's what I'm saying.
telling you the
That's a
counter
and that's a
argument.
stupid because he was the 6th man of the year on a Boston Celtics team they thought could be the best individual team of
Okay,
all
so-
time.
but
That's the
okay, so-
retort.
like I said, this a whole different
Mhm.
argument. I think y'all trying to I'm just telling you the arguments out there because I'm looking at the debates and I'm looking at the arguments for different players and I'm just bringing it to the table. It's not like I'm making those arguments. These are real arguments.
But what I'm saying
So-
all I'm saying is to the people is I'm like,
Fresh, but you gotta honor the argument, bro.
But how can you
my
not-
My point is there is an argument for everybody. You feel like it's a ridiculous argument, but like I said, there-
it is.
okay.
I mean,
I feel like
not individually. I mean, I get you on the individual tip, but as
you-
far
okay,
as
you maybe you don't agree that there's 10 arguments for the 10 other players, right?
yeah,
Right?
uh-huh.
You feel like maybe there's 3 arguments, 4 arguments?
Yeah, 5.
Okay.
5.
So, but like I said, you got to really tap into those other fan bases and those to understand they feel like there's an argument for their guy. They really do. They do. And it's not like they're talking about fictional shit. They're
Nah.
talking about shit that actual happened. So
Right.
they not capping. They not talking about shit that didn't happen. They talking about shit that was actual. And what they're doing is they're arguing actual accomplishments and actual feats. Now,
Right.
you may think they're ludicrous. You may think they off the wall and you got to be out of your mind. But there's shit that actually happened.
No. What I'm not saying people don't big up the credits. What I'm saying is they discredit a lot of things. Like, oh, this guy played with this guy. This guy. I'm like, well, hold on.
Right, and
I'm like, well, hold on.
It's convoluted.
And that's what I'm saying.
Because
Like,
people now are comparing, next gen stats and level of competition and eras, and like I said,
that's
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's
we'll
all I'm
talk
saying.
about
That's
that
all I'm
on
saying.
another
That's all I'm
day.
saying. So listen,
on an animal.
also,
Yeah, that's
also,
weird too,
also
man. Yeah,
watched
that's weird.
a stand-up guy, man, who was in our city a week ago, man, and that is the great Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, formerly known as Chris Jackson, man. And I'm gonna say this: that Chris Jackson, when I was growing up, Chris Jackson was like the perfect ball player. You know what I mean? Like in terms of how they revere skill now, in terms of skill level and being able to do this, that, and the other. Like Chris Jackson was like, wow, that's a powerful story, man. So did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it.
Did you watch it?
Nah, I didn't
Watch
watch it yet.
Stan, man. Stan is a great.
Like to get a
is
shout
great
out to
watch.
my man Ivan Thomas podcast, No Holds Barred.
Word?
You see that?
Nah,
No, not really.
nah.
Shout out Jihad, man. Love you, Ivan.
Funny niggas, some niggas.
Cool.
That's bro. What happened? Oh, okay.
So
moving along. Going to Cleveland.
Stan is an incredible watch, man. It's an incredible watch because not from that, man, but just the personal walk and the personal triumphs that Chris Jackson had to go through, because the movie is almost the interesting part is that the movie is almost about two different people.
Right.
The movie is about Chris Jackson and what he had to go through, and then what Mahmoud Abdul Rauf had to go through. So I think the duality of the movie is great in itself. So to the crowd, chime in if you watched Stan. Let us know, good watch, bad watch, but that's what we was watching. I watched that, man. That was good. It was a good movie. Good movie.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I took a lot of cable off my TV. I don't have no streaming services, so we watching regular TV. So I've missed all of that shit until somebody want to kick in on that bill. We watching regular shit.
I can dig it.
Nah, but to be fair, they ain't got a problem with kicking in on the bill when they
For the
get going on the
streaming
bill.
people, the 4th season of You is out.
Hunters. You watch that shit?
Hunters? No, what is that about? What's that
That
about?
shit with Al Pacino when they was hunting.
Oh yeah. Oh.
It used to be called Nazi Hunters,
Season
right?
2 is out. Whoa.
It used to be called Nazi Hunters, right?
Yeah, season 2 out.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That's my shit.
Season 2 out.
Season 2 is out.
Yeah.
So if you know anything about Hunters, I don't want to spoil the first season if you have not watched it. But it's a delight. It has a lot to do with the German Nazi fallout from their rise to power to what happened to them. Well, not necessarily. It's a fictional account of what happened to them after the fall of Nazi Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Al Pacino stars in it in the first season. It is incredible. It's a fictional account, but you saying part 2 is out right now. I listen.
Yeah.
I'm going to dive into that when I go home tonight.
Episode 8.
Wow. The Hunters is incredible.
Yeah, that's the shit.
The Hunters is incredible. If you don't know, so we got what?
Man, we got the Kings of Joburg.
Kings of Joburg.
The Mayor of Kingstown.
The Mayor of Kingstown.
That's on season 2.
And
You
the
gotta
Hunters.
watch both of those seasons.
You got you
Stan.
season 4 is out.
Listen,
Stan, Bill Russell.
Right now we in the middle of BMF. Power is about to drop.
what's the name about the drop?
Snowfall. We got Snowfall. Was that next?
Yeah, 22nd.
22nd?
Something I don't watch a lot of TV, but I caught a bunch of these episodes, and it just so happened that I caught a bunch of these episodes in the first season. And good brother brought it up, but I fucks with this show too. All the Queen's Men.
All the Queen's Men.
Yeah. I fuck with that
Is that
show.
with Eva?
Eva Marcel.
I've always liked her, man.
And
I predicted she was winning that season. When I saw her, I was like, it's gonna be hard to beat her, man, because she's just beautiful.
Yeah, it was all the
I fuck with that show. I mean,
I've heard good things about that
I don't watch. I swear to God, I don't watch a lot of TV or a lot of streaming
show. I've heard good
services.
things about that show.
I happen to catch that. You know, wifey catches a lot of stuff. I was like, that caught me. I was like, oh yeah, and that just so happened. I was like, I caught the first one, the first season.
I've heard some good. I haven't seen it, but I've heard some good things about.
Also,
that.
watch, man. I ain't gonna lie. When I do catch some TV, I watch The Neighborhood. Cedric the Entertainer, Tashina
I don't
Arnold.
watch basic TV.
That's what I'm saying. I really don't either.
TV,
No, I catch that. I catch that. Like
My
you
shit
know.
on my phone.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I
shit
can't-
about
I can't-
basic TV.
No, I mean
you're not a. You okay? So I'm gonna say
it's CBS, but I don't catch it on like.
Abbott Elementary, but you don't catch it on regular.
That's-
Like
I catch Abbott Element. That's the only show I catch. When because it might be on now, 9:00 Wednesday
yeah,
night.
Abbott Elementary.
But other than that-
you know the streaming joint.
Yeah,
on
but
your phone, man.
yeah, but like yeah.
Abbott-
Other than that, I don't
Elementary
catch
is back.
anything.
Everything on
I don't
that
catch
motherfucker.
anything
I didn't
like
watch
when it's
everything
on.
Yeah, Abbott Elementary is
Avatars,
back.
Way of the Water. I didn't watch the Panther on my joint.
I watch a lot of ridiculousness.
Yo, you know what I like? You know what I mean? It's a movie. I don't know how people feel about, but them fucking Knives Out joints.
I never
Both of
watched
them
none of
joints.
them joints.
You gotta
man.
watch both of them joints. The
I didn't
Glass
watch neither
Onion.
one of them.
You gotta watch Knives Out, and then you gotta watch.
I heard they got some
And
shit
I
with
love
them. I heard they got some
they-
shit with them.
they-
Yeah,
they-
I heard
they
they
I
nice.
love a good whodunit.
It's like a Clue.
It is a
Yeah,
who done it
movie
clue.
Clue.
Yeah, it's who done it. Yeah,
Movie Clue. It's just like that. Shit.
I love a good
Ensemble
whodunit.
cast.
yeah,
Giving you different-
I heard it's nice. I heard they nice.
All right movies, you know what
I just don't catch a lot of. I mean, not
And
just
he
TV out
got
there.
a T-show out too.
Yeah,
Poker Face.
yeah.
Poker Face. That's
And
some good shit.
And I also the Queen's Maid. No,
Right. I know what you're talking about. It's the
What, the Handsmaid? too?
no.
I got
It's
a
some
lot
new
of
shit.
for y'all,
It's some
man.
new shit.
The Riches.
Damn.
Oh, that's some black shit.
Shit
That's some
called
black
The
shit.
Riches.
Yeah, that's some black
I'm
shit.
gonna
That
check
shit
that
is
out.
dope.
I'm gonna check that out.
That shit is dope.
That shit is dope.
From what I hear. From what I
Yeah,
hear.
that
From what
shit
I
is
hear.
dope.
From what I hear.
You
I
know what
haven't.
I mean? It's two families, but they all one family.
God, man, I swear, man.
The pop
Yo,
was
is
a,
anybody
the pop was a
watching
rolling,
this shit?
He was a rich Rolling Stone, and he passed away. And
He got two sides.
yeah, he gave one side what he gave them, and he gave the other side what he gave them. So they beefing and doing crazy. Yo, that shit tough though. The riches.
Now I'm gonna say that I did. Okay, I do know. Okay, beautiful cast. Good lord.
The riches.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it's some chocolate motherfuckers on that.
all of them chocolate, nigga. All of them chocolate.
It's some chocolate on that joint.
Shit.
Jesus Christ.
What else I'm watching, man? I catch myself. I'll just be stumbling across shit like the foreign
Now
shit.
I'm back on my wrestling shit though. I'm
Like the
back
foreign
on my
shit?
wrestling shit.
I ain't. I'm glad y'all turned me on to so many things to watch. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I've been aware. I've been.
We could come back next week and you would have not watched nothing.
I want to watch at least two of the things y'all said.
Man, listen,
Stan and Bill
Nah,
Russell. I want to watch
check-
both of them.
check that fucking mayor of Kingstown out, man.
See,
Telling
see, the thing with me is I don't have big blocks
Listen,
of time.
I'm gonna just give you what is it?
I got a hair fire.
It's about how the jails,
You gotta get this shit on your phone.
how the jails control the streets.
Okay.
So everything that happened on the streets is coming from the
It's been shot called.
Yeah, the big shot callers. That shit, you know, and the motherfucking police like working with them.
Right.
Like, yo,
I see my man,
my man
Jeremy Renner.
He the head nigga.
Right. He the head nigga.
Shut up, G. Fuck.
Hawkeye.
Yeah, he
done.
fucked up right now. He might lose his leg, or he might already lost
in a
it.
bad way right now.
In a bad way, man. I fuck with him on SUV and all of that, man.
So listen, moving on. So the Billboard and Vibe 50 greatest rappers list.
What?
I gotta look that
The
up.
you don't have to.
Okay.
Crap.
I'm ready to look it
Research
up, too.
that.
I got
You
it
know
for
what?
you.
Let me get it on my
I
jaw.
want to look at it right here.
Right.
You know your boy.
Is it 50 greatest rappers?
The 50
Billboard?
Billboard and Vibe collaborated and came up with their 50 greatest rappers list. Watch them go. Watch them go. You just want that motherfucker in front of you?
Nah, because I gotta see it too. You know, you reading, I gotta see
Right.
it too. Because I want to see.
Okay, right. Oh,
Hold on,
where we at?
hold
Where
on.
we
You know
at?
what I'm
Okay.
gonna do fresh? I mean, you know
What you
what I'm
gonna start from
Because I
50?
want you. No. I want you to. This is what I want you to do.
Cue
I want
something
you
up?
to. No. I want you to put it on the screen
What's that? What you want to put on?
because
the
this is more point. The actual list.
Okay,
You know
hold
what
on.
I'm
Let me get a good genre of the list.
No, I got you. I got you. I'm sending it to you now. I want you to put it on. I want you to put it on the screen so that the people can absorb it. You know what I mean? They can absorb it, feel it. I think this is big. Not from the standpoint of whether you disagree or agree, but it's big from the standpoint of, okay, they put it out there. Now, you can respect it or not respect it, but we're going to attack it because that's what we do. Why not? That's what we do.
Hell yeah, that's what we do.
That's
Let's
what the fuck
attack
we do.
it.
Why would we not? So I'm going to go down the list, right? From 50 to 1 to give my bro time to cue that motherfucker up, put it on the screen, or you. The technical staff is that quick?
We pretty quick. Hold
Is
tight.
the technical staff that quick?
Hold tight. Because I'm gonna put it up while we speak on it.
All right. So, okay. I don't know because some of the so I'm gonna go from 50 to 1. 50 is Rick Ross, 49 Rev Run, 48 Melly Mel, 47 is MC Light, 46 is Jadakiss. What'd you say?
No, I was saying where the fuck did I send it to?
47 is MC Light, 46 is Kiss, 45 is Ice-T, 44 is Queen Latifah, 43 is Bun B, 42 Redman, 41 E40, 40 is Dr. Dre, 39 is Ludacris, 38 is Gucci Mane, 37 is Common, 36 is Mos Def, 35 is Future, 34 is Chuck D, 33 Busta Rhymes, 32 T.I., 31 Kim, Notorious Lil Kim, 30 is Lauryn Hill. Damn, I was trying.
Lauryn Hill.
Damn, that's embarrassing because I don't do that.
29 is
29 is Pusha T, 28 Black Thought, 27 is Q-Tip, 26 Big Pun, 25 Method Man, 24 is the Blastmaster KRS-One, 23 Curtis Blow, 22 Ghostface Killer, 21 DMX, 20 Big Daddy Kane, 19 Missy Elliott, 18 Ice Cube, 17 50 Cent, 16 is Scarface, 15 J. Cole, 14 LL Cool J, 13 Rakim, 12 Andre 3000, 11 Kanye West, 10 Nicki Minaj, 9 Snoop Dogg, 8 Drake, 7 Lil Wayne, 6 Biggie Smalls, 5 Eminem, 4 Tupac, 3 Nasty Nas, 2 Kendrick Lamar, and number 1 is the Jigga Man Jay-Z. Let's take it in for a second.
Let me leave it. I'm leave that up there. I'm leave that up there for the
Yeah,
people.
put that, leave that up there.
I'm leave that up there. I'm
They
leave
don't
that
need
up
to see
there.
my handsome face.
I'm leave that up there, man, for the people, man. I'm leave that up there for the people. I'm leave that up there for the people.
Chime in. If you watching, chime in. I want you to chime in. I want to address your questions. The Vibe Billboard Top 50 Greatest Rappers. Let's let it soak in. Let's let it marinate. Let's let it marinate for a second. Look at it, absorb it. You watching it? You peeping it? You see it? You got it?
Nah,
it's on the screen.
It's on the screen, baby.
The technical staff is on it. It's on the screen.
Man, I got a problem at number 24. That should be a lot higher. That's all I'm saying, man. That's my man.
That's your only gripe?
No. I'm just saying.
I got about 6 or 7
I'm saying
gripes.
Dr. Dre shouldn't be in there. Common shouldn't be in there. Mos Def shouldn't be.
Here goes the knee jerk reactions. I love the knee jerk reactions.
I think Drake should be higher up.
Nah, I'm not ranking them yet.
You just going through niggas that shouldn't even fucking be in there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Common
all
shouldn't be there. Most Def shouldn't be there. Dr. Dre shouldn't be there. Unless he should, but he don't rap. So I don't know what the fuck that was.
So I'm gonna give you your piece first. First, I want you to give me your problems with the list. What's your problems first? Fresh, analyze, and then we're gonna come to you. But I want Iceman, give me your problems with the list.
Nah, I just like I said, I'm not ranking them because they.
No, I want you to rank them. We not even there. We ain't even there. First, we just looking at the list. What stands out most to you? Like what's ludicrous and egregious, and what's the first thing that stand out to you? Because it's personal. It could be because the same thing that stand out to you might not.
When you just pressed it like that, and I looked at it. Gucci on here before Jeezy. Jeezy ain't on here. Gucci on here.
Okay.
That when you was pressing like that, that made me, you know what I'm saying?
Gucci Man is at 38.
Yeah.
Jeezy is not on the list. Young Jeezy is not on the list.
Yeah.
Now, I will have to say that as a non-Gucci or Jeezy fan, I got a problem with that. That's absolutely fucking ridiculous. That is egregious. But
yeah, that's Bun B probably don't belong.
okay.
Bun B probably don't belong. I probably would have took
Just no, that's good enough. That's good enough.
Right.
Just give me your obvious knee jerk, like what the fuck? Like
I wouldn't have put Mos Def. I wouldn't have put Common. I wouldn't have put Dr. Dre. I probably wouldn't have put Bun B. I know I wouldn't have put Melly Mel.
How ironic.
is that good? You good or you deserve more?
I'm still looking.
Okay,
right
I want you to formulate your knee-jerk reactions just off the first look. That's all I want right now. That's all I want. Audience, type in your knee-jerk reactions off what you're seeing, and we'll go from there.
Dr. Dre should not be on the 50 greatest rappers of anything.
Okay, so we're clear on that.
Dr. fucking Dre. Oh, you at 30, excuse me,
And not only that, he kind of
40.
okay. But hold on, Fresh. Hold on. I'm gathering your thoughts. I'm gonna give you I'm gonna let Iceman then win. I'm gonna give him about another minute, and then we're gonna go to you.
Yeah, just as far as rapping.
Yeah, I really couldn't complain about nobody else because you could put them on there.
Because I mean, order is one thing. That's
yeah.
But I'm just talking about knee jerk. When you look at it, and what's your knee jerk reaction? Because order is totally. But what's the knee jerk? Because the list. What's the knee jerk reaction?
Cool Mo D.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Whoa. Relax, man.
All right. I'm gonna just give a. It's something else that I just noticed. Everyone else maybe was mainstream, really big mainstream. E40.
Okay.
He's the really underdog on here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because you get Melly Mel, you could say he was big time.
He was.
Hit.
He was. Yeah, he was.
The Curtis Blows, the Method KRSs, the Ghost Facing, the Missies, the Big Daddies, the Bun B's, the UGK. You know what I'm saying? E40 just seemed, even the most Deaths in Common, had they run as, you know what I'm saying? It just seemed like E40 is the guy on here that never had a run.
Okay. So knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah, go ahead.
Fresh Fire. Knee-jerk reaction.
Off top, Dr. Dre is not a better rapper than Rick Ross, Reverend Run, Melly Mel, MC Light, Jadakiss, Ice-T, Queen Latifah, Bun B, Redman, or the aforementioned E40.
See, let me just say something right quick, though. These lists is what count for when you write your own rhymes.
Okay, so back to you.
Two glaring omissions. Glaring, because I can take off Dr. Dre. Swoop, take him right off. I
Is
can
that the
easily.
only person, or do you feel like
no.
there's someone else that could literally be taken off? Because there is some omissions that we will discuss. We'll discuss some omissions.
That's kind of where I wanted to go, was the omissions. But I'm saying
I want your knee jerk. You just looked at the list and you said
the
names, not the omissions, the names, because we got to deal with the names first. Let's deal with the names first.
Well, there was also where I was looking at. I said, Karis one should be a lot higher.
Man, you talking about who would you take off? Fresh, you keep
No.
He said we'll get
I'm
to.
actually not. I'm just saying knee jerk
Yeah,
reaction.
knee jerk. Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
Knee jerk reaction.
I'm like,
and then because we gonna get into a lot of the other shit. Knee jerk reactions to the 50.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
The
like,
50.
me
The
myself. I can't say I can
Who
name.
on there made you say,
But
man,
the
what
but
the
the
fuck?
crazy thing is, before you see that, you should see motherfuckers that shouldn't even been on there.
That's
But no,
he said
no,
we'll
but
get
that's
to that.
what I'm
That's
saying.
more glaring. I'm like,
Well,
people that shouldn't be on there.
What the fuck? Because I know who you think should be on there, but who are you looking? Because
you saying to take off?
Part of
Who you think should
part
be
of
on there?
omissions is who should be taken. Because you gotta, let's deal with who you taking off first. Because it's a because the whole thing about it is you can make an argument for a lot of people, but
you
take
gotta
some niggas off first.
Okay.
Let's not be bitch ass
Okay,
niggas.
no problem. Okay, cool.
Let's
That's fine.
not be bitch
Let me
ass
take
niggas.
off. Okay, no,
Let's not be
All right,
bitch
okay.
ass niggas.
Him.
I got two people. I take them off.
And be like, oh man, this guy
on,
should
man.
be. This guy should
Come
be.
on, man.
No,
All right.
let's
No problem at all.
Let's start booting niggas
All
off
right.
first.
Well, let me boot off Bun B. No disrespect. Let me boot off Bun B.
Disrespect or not, who cares?
Let me interject Cool Mo D over Bun B.
Okay,
For the interjection.
that's your first knee jerk reaction. You don't gotta say who, but let's just talk about who we getting the fuck out of here.
E40.
Okay. You can talk about who should be. Who the fuck are we taking off?
Yeah,
who
we gonna talk
getting
about
the
that.
fuck off?
Well, that's what I said. I
We
took
ain't
two
we not
people
gonna do
off.
This whole, this guy should be on here.
Nah, but I said
Let's create
E40
spots.
and Bun B.
Let's create spots.
Because I got two
Let's
people I'm
not
taking
be
above
bitch
him.
ass. Let's not be bitch ass. Let's not be bitch ass niggas.
Other than that,
and just
off the top of my head, I can't
Because
think of
the top
nobody
50,
I'm replacing with
because
anybody else on
it's
here.
a top 50 list, not a top 75 with a bunch of motherfuckers who
Nah.
feel like,
I
let's
took-
get niggas the fuck out of here. Let's get niggas out of here. Who should be the fuck out of there?
Bun B. Bun
Okay.
B. I'm taking Cool Mo D. E40.
No, you don't gotta tell me who you putting in for them.
Oh, okay.
But let's get
E40,
niggas the fuck out of
E40.
here.
Respect to the baby E40.
Okay.
Because actually, I would probably take the better rapper out of the Bay is
Said
Razzcast.
it again.
What's that?
I don't want. I just let's get niggas out of here first. The Fire Nights experience. Let's get niggas out of here first because the controversy. Okay, it's no controversy. Oh, this guy should be in. You got 15 niggas that should be in, but then you look at the list. Oh, only 2 niggas coming out. That's bullshit.
Well, I only said 2 niggas is coming in.
All right. Well,
So they only think 2 niggas should come
Off
out.
the top of my head.
Let me give you. Let me. Can I go through the list?
You only think 2 niggas?
Can I go through the list?
Yeah, because I
Can I
only
go
thought
through the list?
Cool G Rap and whatchamacallit should be on the list. Off the top of my head, I'm still thinking. All right, cool.
Nah, bro. It's 20 niggas that should be on. Let's eliminate niggas because
Who's the 20?
okay.
And that's what I'm saying.
Exaggerating.
I only
Because
said 2.
Okay, so let's do the hard part first. Let's not just talk about the 20 motherfuckers that should be on. Let's start eliminating.
You
niggas.
said 20. I said I had 2. I'm eliminating E40 and Bun B.
Cool.
Balls in your
You
court.
agree with them?
No, I'm just saying. No, I told you. Most Def,
Okay.
Common.
He said a bunch of people. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he said a bunch of people. And I said the 2 I said off the top of my head, I can only think 2 that I'm putting in.
That don't mean
Nah, we gonna
if
do
it's only
this.
2 people you want to put in.
I only
okay.
took 2 people out.
But does more than 2 people deserve, even though you don't got nobody to put in their place yet, do more than 2 people deserve to be out of there? And if you saying no,
And that's
I'm going to question your hip hop.
But that's what I was saying. I was like going through my head. I was like,
Hold on.
Nah, don't try to fill them in. Just who don't belong. Don't try to fill.
that was part of it. You said who don't belong. I was like, to who don't belong, I gotta see who's filling them in. And that's what I'm like, well, who's better than
don't?
Let's get niggas out of here first, bro.
I got the 2. I got the 2 that I said. I'm only saying 2.
Who?
Bun B, E40.
You
Those
said
are the
not
2.
that right.
Oh, and 3. Those 3. Those 3.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So okay. So hold on. Let's do this. Let's do it like this. So I'm gonna put the name. We're gonna say Bun B, Dr. Dre.
And I got my third person too.
E40. Do you agree with them 3?
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Most Def,
Okay.
Common, and Melly Mel.
Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody else.
All right.
They'll
So
fit in
let
somewhere,
me get my
I
2
guess.
cents. Let me get my 2 cents. Let me take a look. Let me take a look. All right. So we got Ross, Rev Run, Melly Mel, MC Light, Kiss, Ice-T, Latifah. Okay, I agree with Bun B. Fucking Redman should be higher, but he's on here. E40, I agree. Dre is not even a fucking rapper. Ludacris, we'll table that. Gucci Mane. Common, Most Def. I love them as rappers. I don't agree with you on that, but they on a chopping block. Future, Chuck
you can
D,
put 'em- you can put 'em
Busta,
there,
T.I.,
yeah.
Kim. How the fuck you got Lil?
That's why I said writing your rhymes come into play in this shit.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go on a limb, and I'm gonna say we're gonna add Lil Kim to the list. Okay, Lil Kim, because I respect MC Light and Latifah as lyricists who wrote their own shit. Maybe Lil Kim wrote her shit a little later, but I don't. We all know that the guy had a part in that, right? So we got Thought, Q-Tip, Meth, Blastmaster, Curtis Blow.
Seminal. He stays on my list.
Is he on your list, bro? Respect wise, yeah.
That's what I said.
Legacy wise, yeah. But
That's what I
we
said.
talking about greatest rappers.
That's why I said I can let. Nah, he one of the persons I can let chill
All right, I'll
until
let
we
y'all
start
overrule
naming
me.
people
I'll
that
let
could
y'all
go
overrule
on.
me.
Because I got a lot of
Ghostface
people
Killah,
that I think should be on.
X, Big Daddy K, Missy Elliott. I'm never taking Missy Elliott off. Ice Cube, never.
Scar. No, that was 50 Cent. And then Scar. You stopped there. What's going on? You all right?
50 Cent?
Oh, heck. I knew you didn't ask me that question.
We just saying because he got one of the greatest albums ever. Like,
You saying
does
that
his
don't count?
discography? Does his discography hold up to all of these motherfuckers? Yes or no? I'm gonna say greatest rapper. I say no. 50 Cent, greatest
Who?
rapper.
You saying there's 50 greater rappers than 50 Cent? You saying there's 50 greater? 50 greater.
I just don't feel confident in that.
You
He
so
got
you
the-
saying
he,
it?
he
So
probably
you
got the greatest. He probably got one of the greatest albums.
Nah, it depends on style. Cause like,
It sounds like you don't want to keep him in. Is this?
nah,
Let's
nah.
not make this
I'm
hard.
keeping him-
because
he's-
Let's
nah,
not make this hard.
nah, because I'm making an argument. It's some people like myself that would prefer 50 over Eminem. I don't want to hear.
Okay, well,
I don't want to
we'll
hear none of
get
that
to that.
wiggity whack. I got a gut.
We'll get to
But
that.
that shit is. It's
So
a
I guess this
thousand.
is a question.
It's
Is
a
this a
thousand
question?
black
Is
niggas
it
that
a
rap like
50
that. man.
yes? 50 yes?
Yeah, 50 yes.
50 yes?
yes.
I ain't
All
never.
right, let's
he ain't
move
on
on.
my list, man. My list over there.
Let's move on. So we got 50 Cent, Scarface, Cole, LL, Rod, Dre 3000, Ye, Nicki Minaj, Snoop Dogg. This is not the most popular rapper, the top 50 most popular rappers. Just the 50 greatest rappers.
Man, Snoop Dogg on there for me, dog.
He on there?
Yeah,
That's all I'm asking. You stand by that?
Yeah, I stand by that.
We go back to it. Drizzy, I say yeah. I ain't 100% like, and you already know. Like I ain't. If you know me, you know that's my guy. But okay, I'm gonna say yes. You 100% saying yes,
Drake.
Drake?
Yeah, he might not be that high, but he in there.
Okay. So it's the ranking you may have an issue with. Okay.
Yeah, he probably.
Lil Wayne, no
You
problem with
too.
that.
Because you can't say that he's not one of the 50 greatest. Or you can't.
Nah, I can't say he's not one of the 50
That's what I'm
greatest.
saying. It's the ranking.
But it's the actual spot.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I'm
the
saying.
spot.
That's how they say
It's the
you can't
spot.
say he don't.
It's the spot I may have a problem with.
But nah, he's one of the 50 all time. Snoop is one of the 50 all time.
Biggie
I don't think
Smalls?
it's a spot.
No question. Eminem.
I would listen. Man.
I mean,
He
it's
can
almost,
rap, man, but-
he can rap, but I think we both have a problem with the spot. Number 5 all time? Number 5 all time?
Man, I got a problem with that, period. Like
Okay.
with him, period. I don't think he's that nice.
Okay, so we'll revisit that.
I don't
So we
think
got
he's that
Eminem.
nice,
We got
man.
Eminem. We got Tupac. No issue there. Isn't he? Okay, so let's go back. Fresh.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm gonna
That's
ask
what I
you.
said. I
I'm
wasn't
gonna ask you a
ranking them
couple
as
of
I
questions.
was looking at them. I
I'm
just
gonna
got
ask
the
you a
niggas
question.
I wanted out
No,
of
no,
there.
no. I'm not talking about the spot. I'm talking about niggas that need to be out of there.
Yeah.
So I guess nobody has a problem with
with Jay, Kendrick Lamar, Nas, Tupac, Eminem, Biggie Smalls, Lil Wayne, Drake, Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg, where you at? Where are you with Snoop Dogg?
He's in my top 50.
Top 50?
Firmly,
Okay.
firmly,
Cool.
firmly.
So
firmly.
let's talk about the guys we feel like, and this is who this is who we came away with, right?
Hold that up for the people.
This is who we came
give him
away
a
with,
camera
right?
even. Give him a designated camera.
No,
even.
we don't gotta do all
Okay.
that. We got Bun B, Dr. Dre for obvious fucking reasons. Like, no fucking way should Dr. Okay. I don't even want to argue Dr. Dre. E40, most now, I feel these two I feel some kind of way about. Because I know as rappers, they're great. But are they top 50 great? Let's find out. Melly Mel, no. Lil Kim, no.
I don't think he got enough workout.
Well, no, we talking about Mos Def literally with his own album and then the
just
Black
with it.
Star
Yeah,
album. We got
that's what I
Mos
mean.
Def has 2 pieces of work, right? Black Star and Black on both sides.
And they 50 all-time greatest.
I don't think so. They're great work. They're good works. Great listens.
But
Don't
that's
get me
what I'm
wrong.
saying.
Common,
That's his work.
Common has more of a
Yeah, he has
discography
more-
than Mos Def.
Yeah.
Way more.
But
B.
but I still don't think he's up to par.
Okay, so let's go to now that we've identified at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 questionables.
Yeah.
Who are the guys that y'all feel like should be there?
I've been itching. I have 2, and then I came across a third, but I lost it. But I had 2.
Let's go. We're gonna go clockwise.
Go that way.
We're gonna go clockwise.
counter-
Start with you,
yeah.
clockwise.
Well, I mentioned one first, but I said, another one who the biggest glaring omission for me, Cool G Rap.
Okay, so I'm gonna put him on this side.
Cool G fucking Rap.
Cool G Rap. Okay.
And then I had a new school.
Boom. Cool G Rap. No. Hold your new school. Hold your new school. We're going clockwise because we got 7 questionables that we gotta balance. The seven questionables versus the 7 should be's, and we rumble, right? I'm gonna go Ja Rule.
That's fair.
I'm gonna go Ja Rule.
That's fair.
I'm gonna go Ruleski as a guy that should be on there. Ruleski should be on there. These are the guys that's on there as opposed to the should be's. Go.
Prodigy.
Okay. Go.
Well, I ain't gonna give my new school one up, but cool.
No, give you who you should.
No, I'm saying Cool Mo D.
Cool Mo D. Okay. Cool Mo D.
And I got a new school.
Give me a second.
Yeah,
It's hard.
And I
I
got
think
a
about
new
the rappers
school.
because you gotta go
That's
do
not easy.
you gotta go do your
I'm
Rolodex.
thinking.
And I got a new
And
school.
there's a lot of
through
there's different
everything.
criteria.
Yeah. You gotta go through it all.
And I got a new. He one of my personal.
Put the
favorites,
list up
period.
again. Put the list up so you can
Yeah,
reflect.
refresh your mind.
Yeah,
There it is.
so
There
you
it
can
is.
reflect.
There it
Yeah.
is. There it is. Get your mind right with the list. Boom, bam. There I am.
I got one. It's gonna surprise a lot of motherfuckers. Heavy D. Does he make it or not? I don't know. But go.
Fat Joe.
Fat Joe, the Don Cartagena. Go.
Lil Baby.
Already.
Already.
Of all time?
Lil Baby.
Already.
Lil Baby. Impressive. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's fight. Let's fight. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you right now. Are we all unanimous that Dr. Dre don't belong on
Yes.
the top 50
He's out.
greatest rappers list?
He's out. He's out.
Is
He's
that
out.
a unanimous?
Unanimous.
Okay.
Put it on the board. Unanimous. X him out, cross him out. So who's the unanimous in for us?
So who's the unanimous in? Is it G-Rap,
Excuse me.
Ja Rule, Prodigy, Mo D?
Oh. Who else?
Dre.
Dre was here.
Y'all want Melly Mel in the top 50?
No, we just saying Dre.
Nah, but he wasn't on one of he wasn't on the outside.
I said he was in.
You like Melly Mel win all time 50?
We get to that. Nah, I don't. I could have swapped and said Melly Mel. I don't. I literally.
We
don't.
just went with.
But what I'm saying is
not.
what I'm saying is we each went through the people we think you. I said Melly Mel. You ain't put him on the board. I said
He
Common.
right here.
Oh, I was going to say, God damn.
Man,
Oh,
apologize to me, man.
man, sorry.
The disrespect.
Sorry,
The
sorry.
apology gotta be as loud as the disrespect.
Man, sorry. Let's share it.
Yeah,
Hey, man,
Melly
it's on the
Mel,
board.
right
Ain't
here.
never apologized.
He's
Just
there.
apologize.
Listen, I'm with you. Nigga, I'm with you. Fuck no. Hell no, nigga.
Right.
Hell. Oh shit. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
What
Let
we
me see
missed?
the whole. Let
What
me
we
see the
missed?
list.
What we missed?
Hold on.
Now the list is on
I
there.
see
Oh, Ray ain't on there neither.
Who?
Mm.
Nah, honestly, I'm fine with that. I got another omission. Hold on.
Nah, but
Fuck
I'm saying,
that. I got a bigger
nah, but what I'm
omission.
saying on the original list, you said you were all right with it, but nah, he should be on here before some of these guys.
No, and well, what? I got a bigger omission than him.
He could have been on here before.
I got a bigger omission.
Common.
Let's add another name. Slick Rick.
You know what?
No? Yes? No?
That is a guy that has 1.5 albums.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Raekwon has one album.
No, Raekwon got about 7 albums.
No.
He got about
No,
for Cuban
He
links
got
too.
about 7 albums.
Man, he got like
I'm talking about real life. He has
we
about
heard you on
7
Wu-Tang
albums.
albums, nigga.
Aside from Wu-Tang
So
albums.
that's so
He's-
okay. I get
That's a legitimate.
Y'all right. Y'all 100% right.
I'm
So,
saying
let's-
the
so,
way
so
the
should I
I'm
put
saying,
Raekwon on the should be list?
yeah, you can put him over there. You can even put Slick Rick there. I'm just saying his only detraction was he didn't have the lengthy discography.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
waited.
That's part of the job.
But that's what I'm saying.
But do that
I
make
gotta
you
wait.
fit? That's what I said. Y'all.
I gotta wait 18 songs.
That's
You know,
just-
I mean,
if a nigga listen, if
That's
a nigga only got like one album or some mixtapes, they have to be the dopest verses to get you
you
on
know.
this 50 greatest. So you have to be saying Children's Story album was one of the greatest albums ever.
which it was,
That's-
which gets him honorable mention.
But
And
that's not enough.
Okay,
when-
all
like,
right,
I'm,
that's
like,
what-
I'm
okay,
thinking
all
in my
right.
head. Like I'm thinking in my head, I'm like,
Yeah.
if he had more material, he'll probably be more
Yeah, yeah,
solidified.
you know what I mean? Yeah.
So Slick is gone, but we feel like Ray should be
What?
because of only built for Cuban links, and
Only-
then the cumulative and mobility was solid, and
Only
Cuban
built for
Links
Cuban links was
too,
tough.
and then his contributions.
Yo, he
to
got
all
a
the
couple.
other-
He got a
Okay,
couple other
so-
joints
so-
that's
so-
in the zeitgeist.
So we took Dre out.
Right.
Who's the lock in here? Who's the lock with Coogee Rap, Ja Rule, Prodigy, Mo D, Heavy D, Fat Joe, Lil Baby, and Ray? Who's the lock?
I'm going to lock is Coogee Rap. My
Do you
lock
feel
is
like the
Coogee
lock
Rap.
is- or do you got
Coogee
different
Rap is a
locks?
top 50 fucking rapper.
Why? Tell me
Because
why.
he has bars still to this day. People like, did you hear what this motherfucker said? He had a lisp. He's dope. I don't ever think. I mean, when it comes to rapping, rappers.
That's not the only thing that matters.
No, I'm saying I'm taking it in totality. He had about 4 or 5.
discography,
He was
impact.
part of the legendary
Think
Juice
from
Crew.
that thing.
He,
Longevity,
okay, well,
impact,
part of the
discography.
legendary Juice Crew. He's got about 4 or 5 albums that he's he that man was motherfucking spitting. He also was other rappers' favorite rappers that we got on here. Big Pun. Oh, I kiss his fucking ring. Kool G Rap. That's one of your favorite motherfucking rappers. I was like, you know what? Back in the days, I got to take a little bit deeper
That's the
look.
only thing that matters here.
No,
My lock would be Prodigy.
Why?
That's the P, man.
Why? That's the P.
I
Why?
ain't never heard him spit no whack shit.
Why?
Cause I never heard him spit no because he's
But
nice.
you said okay, but
Because he's
hold
nice.
on,
That's
hold
why I
on,
ain't never heard him
hold
spit
on.
no whack shit.
Make the argument though. What? Because this ain't about just you ain't spit no whack shit. What about your discography? What about your impact? What about
What
your
about
longevity? What?
What about, look at it.
Tell me, like
Man,
me.
listen, man. The Mob, the albums, both albums. He's a star. He's the star on both albums. You might as well see all.
definitely the star rapper.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
mean more
Well,
than
yeah,
one.
but I'm just saying, you know,
He's a star on
motherfuckers-
all of the Mob.
Yeah,
albums.
it's solo
The
joints.
Mob has what? 4. The Mob
Solo
has,
joint.
What the Mob got? The Mob got the
I would say 4
Hell on
albums.
Earth. Infamous, Hell on Earth. Who's the third one?
That was my favorite one too. God, Father
No,
Part
no,
3.
that's
I
not
mean,
the third one.
Murder
The
Music,
third-
Murder Music,
Murder
Murder
Music.
Music. That's my
And then
shit.
the fourth was the
America's Nightmares.
nah.
the-
that's not it.
Quiet. It was Quiet
Where's the
Storm. Not
crack
Quiet.
research staff? Come on, man.
the
Where
four-
crack
the fourth-
research
I'm
staff?
telling you, the
he
fourth
should
one
be
was
on
America's
it. Then you gotta
Nightmares.
see when he dropping solo
And then
joint.
his solo joint.
H&IC.
Bang, like
H&I.
H&IC.
he's tested.
That's a strong lineup.
Kool G Rap. You know his first album, Men at Work, Poison. I mean, Road to the
Then
Riches.
we got
Come
Men at
on,
Work,
man.
We got Road to the Riches, 4, 5, 6. It stops there though.
What you? Ho. What you mean? It stops there. Ill Street Blues.
No, that's a song on an album.
You talking
we're
about
not gonna
Live
do
and Let
that.
Die with On the Run. All them remixes
That's
that
a song on an album.
that made the album
That's a
dope.
remix of a song. We talking. Okay, so right now we got 4, 5, 6, and we got Live and Let Die, and we got Road to the Riches. 3 albums.
It's a damn shame, and I gotta do what to make a
We got Fresh,
dollar.
we can't cheat this. We can't cheat.
Oh,
the
you said-
audience. We got to be the crack.
I said
research.
4. I said, you cheat me with one. You cheat me with one.
Is that on? You got to make sure that those are separate albums, though. Fresh. We can't cheat the audience.
No, Live and Let Die, Men at Work, Road to the Riches.
Men at Work is a
We're the-
song on
Nah,
Road to the Riches.
you know what? You ain't got. You right. You
No, the crack research staff got
Live and Let Die. Live and Let Die. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He had like 4 joints, took some time off, then he came back with 4, 5, 6, but he had the whole fucking come on, man. Kuji is right of rights of north and rights of unite to make people unite. What do you mean? What do you mean, G-Rap? The realest. Hold on.
Now I don't want you to be struggling. I want
Things
you to,
ain't never gonna change. Fuck it. Time to go to the
Men
clip.
at Work is a song off of Road to the Riches.
Road to the Riches. Okay, that's the first album. Road to the
So-
Riches. The second one is Ill Street Blues. Am I right?
Ill Street
song.
Blues is a song off of. Hold on.
Right.
Ill Street Blues very well may be a song off Road to the Riches. Hold on.
I think it was 4, 5, 6.
No, not Ill Street Blues.
That's not.
Nah,
that's
he
not the
had
same.
he had 3 albums and then 4, 5, 6. If not 4 albums and then 4, 5, 6. I know he had 3. I just can't remember.
Live and Let Die. That's the album.
I said Live and Let Die. He was like, no. I'm like, yo, that's Live and Let.
Nigga, we gotta get it right. That's what we.
I would have had it right.
We gotta get it
I
right.
had it right. I
So
said
you
Live
got
and
it
Let
right.
Die.
My God.
They
Nigga,
got-
we listen.
I'm a
bro.
bad man from the bad lands, cross niggas in my bad hands like beer cans. That's you put me on to that, nigga. You put me on to that.
Gotta make sure we get it right.
I had it right.
So here we
That's
are.
my
So here we are.
slam
That's
dunker.
your slam dunker.
That's my slam
so
dunk.
Dr. Dre off.
That
Is
Coogee
that
Rap
it?
is in.
Who's your slam dunker? Out of G-Rap, Ja Rule, Prodigy, Kumo D, Heavy D, Fat Joe,
He said Prodigy.
Prodigy.
Who's your slam dunk?
Prodigy.
Her name is Tammy Walker around her with her jammy and her silk and her panties and her...
I got. To me, I got 3 slam dunks off this list.
I do too.
I got 3 slam dunks, man.
I just wanted the slam dunk of them all.
Ridiculously obvious. Other than, to me, the 3 slam dunks are Coogee Rap, Ja Rule, and Prodigy. Just off the totality of those 3 are my slam dunks. Way more because so this is how I weigh this. This is how I weigh this, and this is gonna get convoluted. I'm sorry if we listen. I'm sorry if we stuck. We gotta get this right. To me, E40, Mos Def, Common, and Melly Mel, and Bun B don't have any album, period, as significant as anything Coogee Rap has done, anything Prodigy has done, or anything that Fat Joe has done. Because the Don Cartagena weighs heavily, to me, over anything Bun B, E40, Mos Def, and I love Black Star, and I love motherfucking B. But it's not better than the Don Cartagena. It's not better than Only Built for Cuban Links. None of them niggas on the list. Little Kim has no album better than none of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, you could argue Heavy D is probably, but I personally love Blue Funk better than any of them albums. Any of them niggas' albums over here. I could be now.
I'm stingy.
Prodigy.
I'm stingy with my
It's
50,
better
man.
than any album that Bun B, E40, Mos Def, Common, Melly Mel, or Little
Now
Kim
that's
could've
what you
put
would
together.
say. Now the Midwest, South, and the West, they might say that international players and a lot of underground shit that Bun B and them was doing was, I mean, not who you said, not Bun B. It was somebody else you said.
Nigga, we got eliminated.
Well, yeah, but I was like, I mean, Bun B ain't out there.
I'm
I'm just saying, like, we ain't feeling them, but I'm saying I would say Bun B and a Joe is equal.
Ja Rule is the
Ja
biggest
Rule is bigger than
selling
them niggas.
artist from the year 2000.
Holy smokes!
You forgot somebody? Who?
You forgot him again?
I listen.
Nah,
it's a
I ain't
guy.
forget
It's a
nobody
guy.
because he probably
It's
wouldn't
a
be.
guy.
Now he wouldn't even be
It's a
top. He
guy.
wouldn't be
Listen,
top
I'ma
50
tell you
rapper.
something. I'ma tell
But
you
he
something.
was huge.
It's a guy off. It's a guy
Now he wasn't a
that's
rapper
on the
though.
list, but it's another guy that deserves to be on there. And it's hard to make a case for him, but the niggas on the left, Bun B, E4, how you gonna make a list for Bun B, E40, Mos Def, Common, Melly Mel over Fabulous?
I could make one over for Melly Mel over Fabulous. He made the message.
Make that list
He's,
right now.
He's made
Go
the
ahead.
message, man. He's made Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5 are icons. They are in a hip hop. They're in a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Excuse me. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You leaving Melly Mel out? That was the front man of
Okay,
that.
I asked you to make an argument.
I am. That's why I picked him to
You
get out.
said no.
I said I am. That's why I picked him to get out.
Now, mind you, he's also made White Lines Going Through My Mind.
That
Okay,
don't
cool.
make you top 50.
Jump on it. Okay, that's another classic. The Message, iconic, classic,
One
whatever.
of the most iconic rap songs ever. Period. We're
Period. Point.
Now
That was
the message is probably
the Message.
top 10 rap songs all time.
That's this nigga's work. Now, on top of that, him
In
being
terms of importance. Now, whether it's greatest rap songs, but importance.
When you talked about niggas who was rapping and they was the man in rap.
Oh, this is.
He was the icon and the rapping. He was okay when it came to, well, who's the best rapper at this time? Melly Mel was the man at one time. Some people will argue Jay-Z was never the man at one time. Melly Mel was undoubtedly the man at one time in hip hop. Oh, we got to go to Grandmaster Flash because he was the DJ that everybody knew. And it's these guys too?
Some hard decisions.
That nigga's in the top 50.
Let's make some hard decisions.
Melly's in the top 50.
Because we all agree Melly Mel is on the questionable list. So
He wasn't questionable
let's do this.
for
Let's
me.
do this.
I'm
Ain't
listening.
on no top 50.
I stand on the table
Bun
for
B.
Melly.
Is Bun B out of here?
He's out of here. He's out of here
Now,
to me. He's
I'm
out
gonna
of
go
here
ahead
to
and
me.
say this.
Excuse me.
Bun B's out of here for me. Is he out of here for you? Can you make an argument for Bun B?
Nah,
Bun
I don't
B's
want
out of
to.
here. I'm not sure. Bun B in no way, shape, or form should be in here over fucking Rule, Fat Joe. Because at the end of the day, UGK never made a song as big as Lean Back. Ever.
I can't
Dave,
say the
what song?
Universal Players Anthem.
No, not bigger than Lean Back.
You don't think it was big?
You know what? Hold on.
Crack Staff. We're
Check-
going to have to
check
go
the
to the
Crack
Crack
Staff.
Staff.
That
We're
is
going to
the
have to go
Diamond
to the
song.
Crack Staff.
Wait.
We're going to have to go to the
That's
Crack
not his
Staff.
song. That's not
That's
Bun B's
UGK's song. That's UGK's song. And Bun B is half of UGK.
Well, by that standard, it's better than Shook Ones. And we know.
But he doesn't have the catalog of a
Bro,
Prodigy.
No. Let's stick to the script. We said song. You said more acclaimed song to international players. International Players Anthem is not a bigger song than Shook Ones.
Shook. First you said the fact lean back.
No. I said Bun B has never made a song bigger than
Big
Lean Back.
Pimpin'. Big Pimpin'.
And that's not bigger than Lean Back.
Big Pimpin' ain't bigger than lean back.
I don't think so.
Folks, let me know. There's about 3 songs that are named as huge.
Let me know.
They ain't bigger than.
Let me know.
If he ain't got 1, he got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Theirs though, but it's a big song.
Right now, I done just named off
What's
about
bigger
3,
than
4
you?
songs.
Big Pimpin' or Lean Back?
International.
Pimpin'.
Big Pimpin'?
Yeah.
Big Pimpin' bigger than all the songs. Bigger than all the songs.
Big Pimpin'.
And he's on it. And he's on it.
Pimpin'
So
And he's on it.
But you voted him out.
Yes, I did. And I'm also voting Fat Joe out as well. I would vote Bun B in before Fat Joe.
So I need to put Bun B back on because
I got
he's got
Fat
2
Joe
songs.
body of work is too, and he can rap. I think he can
You
rap better.
brought
than
up Bun B. I'm like, nah, he's
Man,
off. Take him off.
Flow Joe to Jealous Ones, Envy. That nigga can rap. I think he can rap better than. I think he can rap. Fuck just who made the best song. I think he can rap better than Bun B.
I agree.
I don't give a fuck about all that song.
I don't know about all that, but
Yeah,
you ain't
I
gotta
guess,
argue me
but-
down. You ain't gotta
What
not
you
on
don't
that.
know about it?
Nah,
Yes
just say
or
you
no?
gotta-
Do you prefer Bun B or Fat Joe?
I think neither one of them belong in the top 50. But if you would ask me who I prefer, is Fat Joe. But I'm not going to diss Bun B. It just I don't think he
You know
rose to
what?
the level of top 50.
You know what? We're going to do a whole show on this because this ain't going nowhere. And I'm smart enough to know.
I just said.
Nope.
I just
This
said I'll
ain't-
take Fat
no.
Joe.
This ain't going nowhere. We got a whole show devoted to this. No, no real shit. You got to know when to hold them, when to fold them. This ain't going nowhere. Fuck that. This is not going anywhere. So, with that being said, I want to talk about something before we go on to the sports, and I think it needs to be noted. The Def Comedy Jam, bro.
You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up.
The Impact. What the fuck is that on the screen, bro?
Oh shit. I think the one in the middle went dark. 010 dark 50.
Hold up. Hold up. Hey. Hold up.
You got to know when to hold, know when to
Burn a hole in my soul.
know when to
Nah. That's your cam. That's not the middle cam.
Yeah, this is the middle cam.
Oh. Nah, that's the middle. Nah, the middle cam is
Hey.
the middle cam is fucked up. We black. 0 dark 30.
Yeah, that one.
0 dark 30 on the middle cam.
Right though. Oh shit, we got hit to no cut. Yeah, but you know, yeah. You know us. Fuck with us, walk with us. Hey, you just gonna keep on going, huh, Kenny?
Yeah, this is live, man.
I was saying Kenny Rogers kept going and shit.
This is live, man. That's what we do. This is live. We live 100%.
Bam. We goody.
This is live.
We back. We good. We
All
back.
right.
Goody in a hoodie.
So, real quick, gotta tackle something that's prevalent and taking over every goddamn thing. Them big ass red mischief boots.
Are you talking about the Papa Smurfs?
Nigga.
The Papa Smurfs?
Yep. You gonna get a pair?
No,
Why not?
they ain't really my style. I'm not sure if it.
Yo, if you
I'm
out
not
there,
sure
you
if it-
getting some mischief boots, let us know.
I'm not really sure if it ever be the proper setting for Papa Smurf boots. But I ain't fronting on nobody who get theirs. I'm just saying for me.
What's the proper setting? Shit.
I'm saying if you got on like a blue shirt, you got on maybe like white knickers that come down to the top of your rib boot. You may have on some blue face painting and a white hat, and you actually looking like a Smurf. That might be the proper time to wear Papa Smurf boots.
So I'm gonna give you some instances where the proper Smurf boot has showed up. Papa Smurf's boot has showed up walking into LeBron James all-time breaking of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record. The red mischief boot has shown up.
Mischief.
The red boot has shown up on Monday Night Raw. Seth Rollins walked into the ring with the big red boots on. The red boots have shown up all over the fucking place.
Good for them. Good for them.
Any circumstance where you wear the red boot?
Yeah, I mean, it would have to be unique circumstances, but I'm saying anything that I would generally be walking into on my day in and day out, I probably wouldn't run into a circumstance like, that red Papa Smurf, that's gonna set it off. For me and myself. People who want to do that for themselves, feel free. That ain't my thing.
Your Jones look like the Donkey Kong.
I'm not
like Super Mario boots.
I'm a motherfucker who's looking for comfort, and they don't look very comfortable. I'm not trying to walk like I got that kind of snow boot on. You know what I'm saying? Like I got Eskimo
They're
shoes on.
literally big red boots.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm not trying to wear if they big and red, big and blue, big and plaid, big and clear. They don't seem very comfortable. They just seem fashionable or exclusive or, you know, trendy and symbolic.
Wait.
That's all they really see. I mean, I'm not
Fashionable though? They're literally.
I'm not into fashion,
Bro,
but the people who into
They
fashion
are
that is hidden.
literally big red boots.
Yeah.
Like, there's no design to. They are literally big red boots.
If I or you had a pair on right now, we'd be this shit too. Just because we had
No,
like,
they'd
oh
be under
shit,
the
where you
table.
at? No,
They'd be under
if
the
I had the
You
Papa
mean you
Smurfs,
put 'em on
I'd
the
put them
table?
up. Oh shit, where you get them from? You know I ain't paid the however many dollars was for them. Oh shit, I'm only wearing them tonight. I'm not even saying I would wear them, but if I had a pair, I wouldn't have bought them, and I would put them on. I'm like, yo, I got the Papa Smurfs. They sent them to me. but I'm not buying them. But if you bought them, people know you paid a lot of money for them. Everybody else don't have them, and that's the part that people are really paying for, the exclusivity of it. I really am flexing on you,
I don't
dog.
know if it's really exclusive because it seems like everybody got the motherfucker. Like every celebrity. Like I don't put it this way. Like I don't want them motherfuckers. So if every celebrity has them, there's not much exclusivity to them. Like you got to make them even exclusive to the point where they can't get them. Because if all of them got them, then
That's what
it don't really matter at this point.
that's what you say. But that's not what a lot of people out there say. They say, "Oh shit, those are red mischiefs, the Papa Smurfs. If you have a pair on, then you're not whack. You may be whack to the majority, but not to a whole bunch of people who's loud and proud and they voice their voice about, oh shit, that's dope. Not saying it's for me, but I'm saying, right, the Papa Smurf. Not saying it's for me.
If I got
but
you a pair of them joints, you gonna rock them? You got the fly red, the
They
red
not-
fire
that's-
nice
yeah.
hoodie on.
No.
You rocking them joints?
they're not comfortable. They don't look comfortable. They're not for me. But I ain't mad if you want them. I know what they.
a pair. You gonna disrespect me?
You buy me a pair.
I'm saying thank you, but I don't want it. I appreciate it, but I don't.
I got a real job.
That's
Well, no, if
not,
you
man.
bought them
Real
from me, I'll
fly
wear them
with the joint
tonight.
You got on right now.
I'll
Whatever.
wear them tonight.
Where I'm at, just here.
I just
I don't know. That's for you to decide.
the whole reason why I would wear them is because you bought them for me,
I'm not wearing them.
and I just put them on
Wearing with
tonight
that
on the
red,
show.
white, fire nice hoodie.
And I put it on tonight.
You know, one of my kids. Y'all gonna rock these joints, Mickey Mouse joints.
I'm not sure if they do much for me, but they do something for the people. So I'm not out of tune. I'll put the
Okay.
motherfuckers on.
Cool. So listen. I do want to add one quick thing.
Okay.
The fuck is going on at New Mexico State, bro?
Hey yo, are they?
Niggas is weak nowadays, man.
Is it the streets perpetrating college, or is it the college perpetrating the
Yeah,
streets?
it could very well be.
They doing some other
Now, mind you,
shit
New
out
Mexico
there.
State literally just was on some shit about the motherfucker that was over the Babe house. You know what? New Mexico State do better, man. Please.
Yeah, do better,
People
man.
might not know what you're talking about.
Okay.
There.
So the most recent incident involving New Mexico State was hazing, more hazing, should I say, with New Mexico State involving basketball players, and a couple of them guys transferred. They was holding motherfuckers down and torturing them, and
Yeah, what's up with that questionable sexual?
what frat is that? Like,
I don't know,
what's
man.
soror- what fraternity is that,
Ass
man?
5 spank. What is this?
This is like, what the fuck is going on in New Mexico State, man?
Been going on everywhere.
Damn.
Hey,
All right,
if you ain't from there, they gonna hold it on you.
all right.
As I was told.
I just wanted to toss that out there. Fresh. We had a very big event this weekend on Sunday, Super Sunday. I don't even want to go into it because the hazing scandal involves a lot of homosexuality and a bunch of shit, man. That I don't wanna go into. I just want to say the fuck's going on in New Mexico State. Disband the whole fucking program. The
Do
sports
better.
program. Do better, man. New Mexico State, y'all, crazy as a motherfucker, man. Fresh, let's talk some football real quick. Let's end the season real quick and move on.
Thank y'all for all tuning in Sundays to the football roundup pregame. We're gonna turn that into what? But right
As
now,
Magic would say, as Magic would say,
I don't understand. How the fuck you think you was gonna beat Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, James Worthy, Byron Scott, Kurt Rambis, Michael Thompson,
You don't know how I win.
with just regular
You don't know
motherfuckers?
how I win. You don't know how I win, bro. Better
And they say, well, why was the Lakers and Celtics put each other? They had the best fucking teams. But I digress. Let's get this back. All right. Give me got an epic intro. You in there, homie?
I'm set the scene. Two equally impressive football teams clash in Scottsdale, Arizona at State Farm Arena for the Super Bowl in front of millions and millions of people. The two top MVP candidates clash. Prime time, 6 o'clock. Back and forth. Blow for blow. A literal dog fight. An epic encounter. Two heavyweights, two titans of the NFL. We couldn't have a more epic clash or encounter for the Lombardi Trophy. The Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles for all the marbles. Patrick Mahomes versus Jalen Hurts. Nick Sirianni versus Andy Reid. The Kelsey brothers do battle with mom in the stands. So many storylines. And at the end of the day, the Kansas City Chiefs prevailed 38-35.
Great call by the coach.
That's what I said. I know the Cardinals kicking themselves right now.
Why are the Cardinals kicking themselves?
Man, we hired the Eagles defensive coordinator to be our head coach.
Well,
and they fell for them 2 plays.
Well, we'll get to that. Let's get to that. We get to that. But with that being said, so wait. I would be remiss if I did not point out the fact that I picked the Chiefs.
I did not. Did not.
Okay. Talking ass Patrick Mahomes did that shit. And I told y'all the reason why. And he didn't need a motherfucker. League MVP. Not just Super Bowl MVP, league MVP. Right? Super Bowl MVP, league MVP. They said that, oh, we're going to take this dude away from you and you're not going to be successful. Wrong. I'll redefine the way I win football games. Football. We have the young upstart who redefined the way that you rebuild the franchise, right? All you GMs out there, model yourself after the way that you build up a young quarterback. Be bold.
Yeah.
Make shrewd moves.
Yeah.
Go get weapons. Support your number one, or no, not your number one, but support your draft pick. Because it doesn't matter what round, it's about supporting your draft pick and the guy that you picked. What are you going to put around him to make him the best? Fresh.
Well, I actually thought that the Eagles was going to win the game. I'm actually disappointed in some Eagles fans out there. They had the excuses. You'll sound a little bit of somebody else's nation. You'll sound exactly. Yeah. Yeah, you know, with all the excuses and all that, you lost, man. Take your L, you lost, you lose, you go home, sir. With that being said, man, the one Patrick Mahomes, man, if there was ever a guy that I thought, I mean, a couple years ago, I said, man, am I seeing the best quarterback I ever seen in my life? That's a question I probably don't have to worry about anymore. I think that is the best quarterback I've ever seen in my life. Now I'm actually questioning, or maybe not even questioning, but I kind of believe, is this the best football player I've seen in my life?
That's a good. Wait a minute. So I'm gonna say no, and I'm gonna say why.
Right, and I say no
Because
right now too.
There are maybe 4 or 5 guys that I have above him as the best football player. Because as a quarterback, I think that just my opinion, and my opinion is just mine own. I think as a quarterback, I don't think you're as good as the other. Like I got Jim Brown, Jerry Rice, Jim Thorpe,
Jim Brown's high on my list.
Lawrence Taylor.
High on my
I
list.
got them
Very
guys
high on
as
my
the
list.
best
second
football
that.
players
I second
ever.
that.
Like those are my best football players. Like even a Deion Sanders and as like I got those guys as my best football players.
I
Now
wouldn't necessarily
MVP
discredit
and best
all
football players are a little
quarterbacks
different.
because I could put Michael Vick in football player category.
True.
Besides just because he's just a quarterback, I could put him in the football player.
I'm gonna say best football most valuable player and best football player is 2 different arguments. Now, what I don't want to do is I don't want the 2 to mix because MVP is MVP. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But when we have an argument of the best football player, the best football player,
Mm-hmm.
It may not always include your quote unquote league MVP. I think that Jim Brown as a football player is one of the best football players ever. Jerry Rice.
He's definitely at the table with the microphone in his hand, speaking his case.
Jim Thorpe, Deion Sanders,
Yes.
Lawrence Taylor. Those guys, I think, to me, and like I said, if you don't feel that way, I'm not going to argue you down.
Nah, I won't argue you down.
I'm not arguing
Tom
you down.
Brady.
So when we talking Patty Mahomes, now Patty Mahomes has put himself in a very elite class of 2-time Super Bowl MVP, 2-time Super Bowl winner, 2-time league MVP. Right? Impressive. Very impressive. Very impressive. Is it the most impressive start? You can make a case for a couple of guys. It is an extremely impressive start. I don't want to say it's the most impressive, but Patty Mahomes he's already quote unquote a Hall of Famer in my opinion.
Oh, what? He's a Hall of Famer right now. That's what I'm saying. He's past that. He's really on a tangent of or on he's in the GOAT category. GOAT conversation already because he's already passed some people who was already in the GOAT conversation. He's passed what I would say is Aaron Rodgers. He's past him. He may not have the MVPs. Let him play maybe 2 or 3 years more. He'll have MVPs and everything else more than Aaron Rodgers. Or it will come out to that. I assume and project that. So I'm like, him being considered the greatest ever, it can be a consideration. Now, would I give it to him right now? Probably not. But he is in the conversation for the best.
How you feel about how you feel about the game? How do you feel about the game itself?
Win as I expected. I thought the Chiefs was gonna win because of Patty Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? You give him the ball, he gonna score. You give him the ball, he gonna score. That's proven. You know what I'm saying? So, and I just thought the Eagles Nah, they was all right,
It
but
faltered in the second half. I think the defense let them down big time. I think that was this one of the better played Super Bowls. It was mistake free for a large portion of the game. Great Super Bowl. I think that the better team won, in my opinion, and from day one, I picked the Chiefs. I don't think the Eagles need to hold their heads. I think that all of the belly aching and bitching over a call demeans and lessens the effort that they put forth. They don't need it. I think that the way that they played the entire season and through the playoffs and up until that particular point, I think that saying that game came down to one play is ludicrous when you look at the advanced film and stills of every angle of a clear hole. Like, we really
You know what, Eagles?
you do a disservice to the team to say that game came down to that one play. Like, that's ridiculous.
Good brother, man. I'm not a person who thinks that. I really don't think that referees or umpires or whatever, they don't really play that big of a role in a game. There's been games where there's been questionable calls and all that kind of stuff. But over the course of a season, especially a long season, you get your fair share of calls for you as you get them against you. So I don't think that whole was the play that actually lost the game for the Eagles. I actually think there was a play that happened so much earlier in the game, and I was like, damn it. Every other play that happened in this game, I could see happening, and I was just two great teams playing against each other, except for this one play that you cannot account for, and nobody has in their playbook. Okay, well, when we fumble, they don't have a play.
They'll tell you that there was a face mask on that play.
Doesn't matter. Does not matter. I didn't even see it in real time. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't see it until earlier. Fuck that face mask. Does not matter. He fumbled, and actually, I thought it was more of his mishandling of the ball than it was a hit from the defender. Now, with that being said, a fumble is a fumble. Now, if you could have recovered the fumble, you might still would have been in business. You didn't. They picked the fumble up. Okay, you might would have still been in business. Oh, what else happened? They picked it up and scored 7. That is the only play in the Super Bowl that played out that cannot be accounted for. No one had a play in their playbook that says, you know what? Let them say no. We're going to fumble. They're going to pick it up and they're going to score, and we're going to still overcome this. These are two great teams. And when you have a turnover, let alone a turnover that immediately turns into a score, you cannot overcome that.
I'm gonna say this.
I'll
say this.
Overcome it.
Two wide open touchdown passes neither.
The Kansas City Chiefs.
Right about that, the same play.
The Kansas City Chiefs, as a collective, outcoached and outplayed the Philadelphia Eagles down the stretch. And it comes down to something that they saw that even the Jacksonville Jaguars exploited, right?
I'm gonna say the
And there's
Jacksonville
an
Jaguars started to play first. Jamal Agnew, shout out.
It was more or less an issue with the defensive adjustment to a particular offensive set. And that is motion by the running back and skill set players. And if you play the footage back, Andy Reid took advantage of the Eagles' handling of that particular situation, right? The motion of the running back, and not only just the motion of, the wide receiver. The wide receiver as opposed to the end man out,
right?
And how they handled that, because it wasn't just the motion, it was the handling of the quote unquote who would be the outside receiver.
Positioning of when I say hike, the play starts. Who's the inside man? Who's the outside man? Who we will predict who will be responsible for covering said inside and outside man. Those were things that not only the Philadelphia Eagles were in that
other teams exploited that.
Other teams,
so that wasn't a Super Bowl thing.
It wasn't a Super Bowl.
He got that from other teams that exploited that.
Can I say something just real fast? It's Black History Month. Why the fuck you only fuck with Eric Bieniemy? I don't know why the fuck you fuck with Doug Peterson, Matt Nagy.
Just said it. Good play call by Andy Reid.
That wasn't a good. So all these. It wasn't just Andy Reid. All these other years, it was Andy Reid. The same dynamic. They don't even win championships. But Matt Nagy goes and gets a head coaching job. Frank Reich.
Well, you answering
Doug Peterson. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I know it is. No, question. I know it is as well. I'm asking a rhetorical question to our people out there. I'm like, you just see Eric Bieniemy stored over the same way these other motherfuckers stored it over.
The GMs are looking at it as if, okay, you're not the chief play caller there. And not only that, it's I'm sorry, go ahead.
Some niggas is just jocks.
Damn, everyone now good.
Niggas could look at that as they could be looking at it as you're the beneficiary of multiple factors. You're the beneficiary of coaching the MVP, and you're the beneficiary of coaching with one of the greatest all-time coaches of all time, in terms of just an offensive mindset. So they're looking at it like, okay, it's not you. You're not the guy making those decisions that have made you guys win X amount of games.
The funny
fair
thing
or
is,
unfair, I'm just saying that could be the perception.
You ever heard, no disrespect to Eric Bieniemy at night. Y'all ever heard Eric Bieniemy talk?
No.
Nah, I haven't. I don't really give a fuck about how he talk. Call them plays up. Because I know he ain't the one with all the motherfucking flavor. Andy Reid got flavor, but he's the one got flavor.
It matters.
What? Huh?
When you're talking about a head coach.
That's what I said. He got to go inside and try to get a job. If he can't articulate what he's trying to do, they going to look at you like.
And I'm not saying he can't. We just haven't heard it.
No, I heard him speaking. And it's not art, you know what I'm saying?
So you saying his speech is what holds him back from being a head coach?
Yeah, that's why I said some people are just jocks. Maybe he's not a head coach. Maybe he want to be a head coach, but he just not built like that. Like if you heard DeMarco Murray, he didn't talk like, you know what I'm saying? But he went to an organization where as though he was raised in.
I feel what you're saying. You saying because someone can't articulate what the fuck this grand success you see on the field.
We're not going to give you control of this.
I get what you're saying. Just because you can't speak to the public about, as eloquently as some people would say.
No, you can't talk to us. You can't even come in here. That's why they say, yo, we don't know. You hear all the time. He get interviews. We don't know. No, we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on with these interviews.
He has the most head coaching interviews.
Black coaches are getting hired. Black coaches are getting hired in the time span of you getting these interviews.
I mean, I'm assuming it's just something about Eric Bieniemy.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? It just
maybe.
If it's that bad, he wouldn't be in the league.
But it's something.
If it's that bad, whereas though
you know what, it's got to be something because he would.
I'm telling you, go find an interview of him talking. Now you can't sit in front of them people talking like that. They're not gonna give you we're giving you the whole
They're
kingdom.
not giving you the keys to the kingdom.
We're not giving you the keys to the kingdom. When
If you have a
saying-
speech impediment.
if it's
It's
that,
not a speech impediment. It's just an inability to
yeah,
speak.
it's just I'm a football player.
An impediment we've dealt with, but an inability to speak.
Yeah, it ain't.
Because I
He
personally-
doesn't speak.
Now, mind you, I personally do want him as offensive coordinator in Washington.
He don't talk. He don't get no interview. He
But
don't
I
give
have
no
never,
press,
like, I've
no press
never
game,
heard-
nothing.
Yeah,
No nothing.
you could make that argument that is
Like you said, he had the most interviews.
yeah, he's got the most interviews
The
over
most.
the past
What's the name? Just had three
3 years.
What's the name? Just had 3 black coaches before they just hired DeMarco. So it ain't the black coaches. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is giving niggas a shot. They said, "What's the name?" Now this is the fun. This is the 49ers. No, y'all. You ain't see that? The Commanders offer Eric Bieniemy the OC job.
Yeah, we try and get him. We definitely try and get him.
But that's what I'm saying.
And it would behoove him to make the quote unquote lateral
That's
move
lateral.
because it's like with the impending sale, the thought process is if I take the OC coordinator job, right? And let's just say we hit it off and we take off, we make the playoffs or whatever have you, then that vaults me into a head coaching job. But if the offense at worst case scenario just improves, then the new management looks at me like, okay, let's give him the head coaching job and let's get rid of the incumbent head coach because that's not your guy. So him staying put has its advantages, but it also has its disadvantages. Him moving has its advantages and disadvantages. It's a tough decision.
But you can't find that.
Nah, I hear nobody saying anything about what you're saying. They saying,
Not
let's look at the
saying
outlook.
what
So
they
let's
saying.
look
What
at
they
the
saying.
outlook.
What they saying. What they saying.
So
they
let's look
saying,
at-
why hasn't he gotten a shot? They like Matt.
I'm not
Nagy.
saying they were going to say it's. They already said he
Here's
has
a
the
theory
most interviews.
inspired by an excellent look at the NFL's relationship with social justice issues from the latest episode of HBO's Game Theory with Bomani Jones. Although the NFL donates many millions to groups that advocate racial equality, the NFL keeps a very low profile when it comes to such matters. They're talking about black and white issues. They're not talking about him talking or nothing like that. They're talking about because he's black. That's why doesn't have a job. I didn't hear anything about it, the interviews or anything like that.
We delving into, of course, why. But okay, we're gonna move away from that.
The goal is
Let's
to
look
play
at the outlook. Let's look at the outlook of the two teams that just left the Super Bowl. Eagles, right? So the Eagles have to pay their quarterback, right? Jalen Hurts just came off a Super Bowl where he was the second top rated QB in terms of QBR in history to NFL, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's in his third year. This is third year.
Mm-hmm.
What do the Eagles do? Thoughts? What do the Eagles do? You got a myriad of of free agents. You could overpay him. You could pay him adequately, or you could underpay him. What do you do? Based on what you think.
I'll wait till his contract up.
So you do that with every player or just him?
Nah, because of what you said, we work on these other free agents that when the salary cap go up again next year, we can fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? We don't got to make a move. You know what I'm saying? That hurt us before, guaranteeing a nigga 107 before his time was up.
They ain't hurt him.
Now you know it ain't hurt him, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, it's precedent of you could overpay him. You could decide I ain't gonna pay him right now, and that could bite you in the ass. And
I'm always pro player, pro labor, so you can't overpay a motherfucker. That's the going market, because I don't think there's an owner out there that's going to pay you like I'm gonna pay him $70 more than I have to pay him. Nope, they paying you with just as much as they need to pay you. Proceed.
well, here's the tricky part about that. Let me give you two examples: Dak Prescott, Kirk Cousins, right?
Mhm.
The same person
Yep.
ain't gonna get you nowhere.
So
Or
where
they
do we-
could get you somewhere.
and that's the conundrum. That's the conundrum. That's the conundrum. Or y'all going to face the same situation with Tua Tagovailoa. What do?
He know he not getting paid. Can't pay a motherfucker that's liable to die on the field.
Okay.
You know that, so that ain't even the question. You know what I'm saying?
So you've got a guy. Okay, so you got Dak,
Mm-hmm.
who you said
And they think they paid him too soon.
you didn't. Okay, so do you?
Ain't they regretting that now?
So say it again.
I said, ain't they regretting that now?
So that's a reality.
Yeah.
Paid him too soon, too much too soon, right? Because we only talking about Jalen Hurts in his second year,
Third
right?
year.
This is
Third year. Hold on.
They don't
time
got
out.
to pay him
Time
after
out.
his
Whoa.
fourth year.
Let's make sure we got that correct.
His first
Yeah.
year, yes.
They don't got to pay him because he's a second rounder.
Yeah.
They don't got to.
Wait. Let's not act like
This
okay.
is third
so
year
He's a free agent at the end of the 2023-24 season.
next year.
I think so.
Right.
I think so, yes.
So as a team, you don't really want to go into because then you start to deal with franchise tags and all that, right? And you enter into the Washington Redskins situations with Kirk Cousins, where now you're dealing with franchise situations.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to pay. You want to see, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because so why don't you want to pay him right now?
No, you
'Cause I
may
don't
want to
have
see.
to.
I would say you don't have to.
Because I don't have to pay you
Perfect.
right now.
Perfect.
Now,
You don't have to pay him right now because of what?
because
he
you
has-
don't, because
he
you don't
has
have to
to
pay
I
him.
don't have to
'Cause
pay
you don't
him.
have
Your
to pay him.
contract ain't come up. Because
No.
your contract ain't come up.
No, because why? But why not re-up a guy who has he not proven enough to you? To
He's
re-up?
proven a whole bunch.
Yeah.
He's proven
but
a whole.
This is the NFL.
Now, mind you, if I'm the Eagle, if I'm Jeffrey Lurie, which I'm not, but if I was him, I would say, let's sign him right now because the price only goes up. But me being fresh fire, I'm like, let's play this thing out because
To what? To so the franchise type of situation?
well, what I would
Because
probably
you only got this year, this upcoming
Yeah.
year to
Well-
where
well, here's the thing I'll say. Ho, that's the man of our town. That's everything. Blah, blah, blah. Until he talk about some money, we ain't talking about money. We're like, yeah, we got,
why
we
not? You
good.
got 1 year left on your deal.
Cool.
No,
We
you're
just
not
had a
paying
tough
him?
loss.
Ah,
We just
You're
had
not
a,
paying
I'm paying you, just not that.
yeah. I'm probably
What
going
is he
to
worth?
pay you.
What is he worth?
Nah, I
What is
don't
he
know
worth?
what he worth. I
Time
don't know
out.
what
What
he
is he
worth. I
worth?
don't know what he worth. I
You
don't
don't
know what
know?
he worth. Nah, I don't.
Mm.
I don't know what the scale
Now-
is and all that. I don't know what the scale is and all that.
Well, I can tell you this. Let's lay it on the line in terms of who he is.
Okay.
He is a quarterback that guided you to the Super Bowl. He has all-time ranks as far as like rushing yards and this, that, and the other, right? No? Yes, no?
Yeah.
Okay. So we know how this league works with quarterbacks and how you pay them.
That's why I say pay him early.
So you say pay
If-
him early.
If I'm
You
Jeffrey
say-
Lurie, if
You say pay him
if
early.
I'm me, I say let's play this
Dak
thing out.
Prescott money. So because a lot of this has to, because we also have to factor in who he is as a person. Does Jalen Hurts feel like I want to break the bank,
Well,
or does Jalen Hurts feel like
I'll put it to you like
I just
this.
want to get a couple dollars?
If I'm Fresh Fire, owner of the Eagles, because I think he's a little, not saying majority heavy, but he's a little bit more run heavy oriented than what I would like. I'm
What does
like,
that matter?
let's
You
play
just
this.
got to the
No,
Super Bowl.
because I would say the same thing about
I'm gonna shut up.
Lamar Jackson because
That's why it matters.
that's why it matters. That's what I'm saying. Because I would say the same thing about Lamar Jackson. Let's
Lamar
put this thing
Jackson
out.
ain't signed yet. So when Lamar Jackson could
Right.
make the
And
market.
that's why.
Be-
That's why
But-
he didn't sign. Like, man, we know you a run heavy running a
Right.
quarterback. You can get injured. Why are we going to give you $250 million for free?
And I fucking love
So-
Lamar Jackson.
Because of that, you'll franchise him, right?
Yes.
Franchise.
Yeah. I'm
If we
franchise.
don't come to a deal, if you don't take what we get, our franchise, you pay the whatever.
So
I'll put it like this.
Okay.
If Jalen Hurts came out this year, what is this, 23, 24, and he was just slinging. I'm like, oh shit, he was slinging, and it wasn't, and he beat you with his legs a different way than like called runs, but he was really killing you, dissecting you with his arm. I was signing him up as soon as I could. Soon as I could for the cheapest money I could. But since it's kind of, I ain't gonna say 50-50, but 55-45 or 60-40 pass run, I'm like, that's the longevity of what I'm going to be putting the money into. Let me play a shorter route. Franchise. Play your contract out, franchise, or whatever that is. And then at the end of it, if you still even held up,
So just to reiterate,
we'll talk about
the
that.
franchise is actually beneficial for the player because
I know it is.
You're-
He's not
you're-
going to front on that.
no, because it is an exorbitant amount of money that the player absorbs, and then if you decide the next year not to sign him for that franchise amount, then it goes up.
And that's what I'm
And then
saying.
if you
There's
don't
the
feel as though-
win-win, but there's the win-win. If you were a player who didn't want the franchise, you also say, well, shit, it ain't like I'm being paid baked beans. The price only goes up. Maybe not with you, but somebody else is going to have this motherfucking bill paid next motherfucking year. And I just got paid. What they say is you have to have the average of the top 5 quarterback. So I'm going to be paid that. If it ain't for 5 years, yes, it's for 1 year.
Is he
And
worth
then
that?
that a lot of people like to think that production and what you do on the field as a quarterback determines what you get paid, or even as a professional ball player. That's not what happens. There are not 32 motherfucking starting quarterbacks in the NFL, but you got 32 motherfucking professional teams, don't you? How valuable is the motherfucker you got that you could hold on to, that you could dictate some rights to? How valuable is that? Because it may not be as successful trying to go out and get you somebody. We got Jalen Hurts. We just went to the championship. We ain't win it. But if we don't pay him, do we get a Jalen Hurts or a guy that's can we build around him? Those are the chances you take. So, depending on who you are, what kind of morals you have, that's what kind of decisions you make. If it was me, I'd franchise him out. But if I'm advising Jeffrey Lurie, go ahead and sign him right now before the bill gets you higher. Yeah. But if it's me, like, we're gonna play this out. We're gonna play this out if it's me. But Jeffrey Lurie, signing right the fuck now. Build around him best you can, because you probably can get him at a cheaper on a cheap. And this is probably be the cheapest you can get him to be cheap. Period.
So listen, man, it's been a night.
Mm.
We're gonna really dive into this here. This is we're gonna really dive.
That's a
into
thing.
this.
That's a thing with me now,
it's
man.
A whole thing. This is a whole thing that we're gonna dive into.
Now I gotta go to work
This is a
tomorrow with
whole
only them
thing.
7 motherfuckers in my playlist.
It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing now.
That 50 list is a whole thing that we're gonna dive into because we don't shy. We don't shy away from no decisions here. We're gonna that deserves some time. That deserves some time. So with that being said, man, we appreciate y'all rocking out with us, man. On what is it? What's this? Sneaky Link Night.
Yeah, happy
Sneaky Link Night.
yeah, side piece,
Sneaky Link.
sneaky link. Yeah, happy side piece, sneaky link. Which I'm not. It's not even a bad thing. You got a day, shit. Fuck that. It's your day's today. Right though.
It's tough, though, man.
Right though.
Pull that out.
Right though,
I didn't realize
hundo.
you had that.
Right though, hundo.
I didn't realize you had that. But yo, it's your boy P. It's the Steam Fire and Ice. B Matt, we love you. Whatever you doing, man.
Jamming
I
in
don't know what you doing. You might
Bucharest.
be asleep. Whatever
Speaking
you
of the
doing.
basketball games and
Yeah.
shit.
Fuck,
Weirdo.
nigga.
He
Nigga
come
went to
from
the Dell.
Bucharest to Smyrna in the basketball game,
Yeah.
It's odd. It's odd.
Really?
It's odd.
Really, bro?
Love y'all,
It is what it
man.
is,
We
man.
out,
Y'all
y'all.
could be anywhere in the world, man, but y'all fucking with us. We appreciate it, man. Live from Studio 7. This is the Fire and Ice experience, man. We out. We love y'all.
Peace.
Peace.
We live at the Fire and Ice podcast, man. And it's certain moments that you have when you do these things. And I think it's more the moment.
These guys came from Woodland, Delaware.
Where was you from?
Now, who's fighting right now? Who's fighting right now? Who's fighting right now? Who's Let me see him. Let me see him. Let me see him. Let me see him.
Listen, man, it's your boy